Hello, hi.
Hi.
We live, we persevere, we stay silly.
Things are doing fine.
We had to
she's very
inhabit
sick.
another host body, but we
Yeah,
exist.
We're using my Holly Nova stream setup.
we sure are. My computer, she is very sick. She's at the doctor this weekend. It's an inpatient procedure, so I don't have her. And also the problem was that it wouldn't turn on, so that was kind of an issue from a stream perspective.
Yeah,
'cause
that'll cause some problems.
it's hard to play games and stream them when the computer isn't. Well, it was on, but I couldn't see anything. It wouldn't display anything, which is sort of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm hoping for a swift diagnosis. But until then, if no one got me, Adrian's laptop got me.
Hell yeah.
You can see my year-old art, which you can tell is old because I have line art.
That's true. Yeah, you've been in a lineless moment.
Yeah. I've been having an epic lineless moment.
Yeah.
Looking to move to Sneen.
Sneen. Nova.
Yeah, there they are as Splatoons.
Alas, we don't have our stream art this week because our stream art is on my desktop.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's theoretically in our Discord chat. If I
true.
if I cared enough, I could put it on.
If
the
I had the
lab.
forethought, I could have just slapped it like right here.
Yeah, it's technically possible, but it's exactly enough work.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I think we're both still food comatose from we had a big breakfast,
Mm-hmm. And now I'm having soup.
and it's like rainy outside. So I'm just like I never really finished waking up today.
Understandable.
Let's play Tenyoji out.
We have our boyfriend.
Hell
right
fucking
here.
yeah. Do y'all think we're gonna make it?
It's tough to say,
Great
right? Because we
question.
have to get through all of director's office.
But I don't have as much the same time constraints that I've had the past few weeks.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Hypothetically
I
go
think we can
longer.
do it then.
I'm just gonna have autoplay
You did.
on. Fuck.
You don't click it to activate it. You have to. It's either Control or
Ugh.
Alt.
I did what I said I
go.
would.
And also, we did not speak as Sigma.
Say
Okay.
the same thing.
Yeah.
No need for thanks.
Sigma no longer speaks. He's communicating telepathically.
Yeah. If you're running in an
Is
auto,
it
someone's gotta
you
speak
doing these,
quick.
Adrian? Maybe let's not have auto on just yet.
Just roll up. We're missing shit.
We're doing great, y'all. But yeah, Adrian, are you doing the narration this week, or?
I think it was Grace last time.
Grace last night. I don't know if you've done it yet.
I'm Sigma's human voice. That's
Yeah.
why I don't do his thoughts. The
Okay.
whole reason you guys do his thoughts is so that I'm not exclusively Sigma.
You're right. That would be very brutal to put on someone.
Yeah.
A
Well, and
curse.
also, it's just like from a symmetry perspective, it gives me like so much more opportunity to voice act.
Okay.
Yeah.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin and felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked like that. Fuck.
Nicely done.
Clover did not look happy at all.
She looks like that.
Was one of those icons moving Echo? I
Yeah.
thought I saw Beatrice.
Yeah, I have a Do you want to judge my game collection for a minute before we
I'm
continue?
sorry, I just saw Beatrice.
No, you're
I was like,
good.
is that Beatrice? Beatrice from the hit visual novel? that was in Echo when they cried?
Beatrice!
Yeah. I haven't even met her. I'm a fake Beatrice fan.
Well, I don't think he even... I think it takes a while to meet her anyways.
I believe that.
Okay, fuck.
I mean, Echo's long as fuck.
That was a bad choice, Sigma. And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said.
Oh, God.
Oh, well,
Oh yeah, we were
Whatever.
here.
This shit again.
She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off.
Sissel, come sit with me.
Sissel!
Across the room, Lisa and Fire were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
No.
You know exactly what I was
I
doing.
would never.
I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Hello.
Is that where Alice went to?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
She left the
Probably to do
warehouse?
something normal.
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
Certified Alice.
Correct.
Yeah, we're gonna have a certified
There was little
Alice
reason to
moment.
check them.
Yeah, one
it's
of
not
her
like
normal
Quark was gonna
moments.
betray you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah, for the record,
And you
cool
two
thing, I
still
don't know
choose
how much
Ally.
you care about Zero
Man,
Six spoilers, but this is
what a
spoiler
pair of
free.
bleeding
So
hearts.
we're talking about
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
Where did Alice run off to?
It's a really good line.
She mentioned being quite tired.
He's, like, usually not
Perhaps she
nice.
went to one of the cabins to rest.
I get it, but I'm like,
Well, I guess that would make sense.
He's so polite.
an ominous rumble filled the warehouse.
it's probably.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is
My favorite
no
are moon
set
keys,
limit
'cause it
on
sounds
usage
like
of the Star
monkeys.
keys.
That's true.
The Ambidex gates
This
can
is
be
true.
opened as many times as the
it's just
players
fun.
wish to open them.
I also like Sun Keys because it sounds like the name of a Pokemon to me.
Sun Keys says, I was just thinking Star Keys.
That
sounds
means
like
the
some
Star
sort of
keys can be used to
Mario-
play the AB
Oh, yeah,
game
that
any
sounds
number
like
of
That
times.
sounds like a Mario thing.
If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
There's another take.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Inexplicable.
And wonderful.
Hey guys, all show me your bracelets. I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time.
We cannot be funny whenever Sigma talks because it's on auto.
Within moments, a series of risks were extended for me to examine. The thing is that, like, I have to, like, bend over in order to do that, to
Yeah.
constantly click, which would be really bad for my back.
You could hold your mouse something
Ah.
like that. Huh? The colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair, Phi's a magenta pair, but Tenyoji's a yellow pair.
The 3 solos are red, green, and blue. K's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
How are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors?
Do it silly.
I think they're gonna be white this time.
Ah, yes. Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah. They're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them then too. Phi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the Floor B warehouse, right?
Yeah. So lay it on us. How are the groups gonna shake out this time?
Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Tenyoji and me would form one group.
God, this shit again.
Phi and Dio would form another group. Clover and Kay would form the third.
Huh? Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah. There's no other way we can group up to make white. Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are. But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs, since none of the pairs here have a partner.
So who give a shit?
Cyan, right?
Right.
Alright, what now?
I just realized
Got
I
plenty of
opened
time
up
until those white
on
doors
my
open.
phone, and it had audio on, so I was like, what is that noise?
Us delayed by like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find Alice. Of course. I'll come with you then.
My
Cecil,
soup.
you can't have soup.
You wouldn't enjoy the tomato soup.
You don't have the.
I love tomato soup.
Clover went to Cyan. Oh, you turned off auto.
Yeah. Clover gave her a shrug, and the two of them headed out through the cyan door.
Cyan, you're right. That is how they say
Cyan.
it. Nicely done.
You judge my games now.
Skyrim, cringe.
Yeah. Okay, Skyrim player.
I've never played Skyrim once in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love how you made
Get
fun
the
of me for playing Skyrim
tweets.
and not for having Final Fantasy.
Low hanging fruit.
Do I really need to say it?
Yes.
You say everything. I want to hear you talk.
Yeah,
I want to hear your beautiful, beautiful voice.
true. I do really like the.
I love
performance.
Tamiyoshi.
Are you okay?
I meant to reply, but when I breathed in, my mouth was open and I sucked in something and it was just like, oh, I can't speak now.
You're going to go check on Quark.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm going to the infirmary to drink some of the funny water out of the sink, like you know, with the, like, tilt my head like I'm demonstrating.
Some scotch from
I haven't had clean water in 45 years.
He gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door.
He galloped.
He cantered through the door.
He skipped.
So that left only 3 of us, Dio, Kay, and me.
And
He cartwheeled.
And me! The world without me!
what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink. You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find
You
it rather
suck
hard to drink
so
with this
bad.
mask on.
He has no mouth.
All right,
no
of
screen.
course. My
I do
bad.
believe Dio genuinely forgot here.
Oh, absolutely.
I know, like, you can read it as him being an asshole on purpose, but I genuinely think that he forgot that Kay doesn't have a mouth right now.
Yeah, like, I think we all forget the fact that, like, Kay isn't just, like this. There is a human trapped in there.
Yeah, there's a guy in there. Hi, Rico.
Hi, Rico!
Hi, Rico.
Thanks for
I think they
playing
should
this
allow him
service.
just like one little thing, just enough for an apple juice box straw.
Yeah, he should have, like, a little straw opening in the mask.
Well, I'm out. Later.
The lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off towards the magenta door.
I've never heard the word slouched used in that way, but I kind of love it. It's
Yeah.
very, like, it's
Yeah.
vivid.
Yeah. Took me a moment to
It's
realize
very
Kay was
descriptive.
following him.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
Yeah.
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate Floor B further.
No, you're crazy.
You're crazy. I would never.
I am not following you at all. What would give you that impression?
Also, Rico's making you clean your damn tabs.
I'll clean my damn tabs in a bit.
Well, we can, like, keep a list of, like, how many
There are
tabs
still
you
several
have to
rooms
clean
I haven't
for some
visited.
Unspecified
Okay,
purpose.
okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
I fucking love that line.
Yeah.
Their conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. Dot 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 dot.
Alright. What should I do?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
I do remember.
Girl is beautiful. I need to get the rest of that story out of Tenmyoji.
The words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set out at a dead run toward the hallway and toward the infirmary.
Sprinting for no reason.
No references.
For character design.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nobody here.
The room is completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. There he was. Tenyoji, standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand.
His pocket dirt. He secretly had it all along.
Oh,
He had
shit.
extra pocket dirt.
A picture?
He must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket.
I don't have any pocket dirt.
What was that? It was a photo of something, right? Was it yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
I disagree. But all the stuff we had with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
Sometimes I forget how truly suspicious Tenmyoji is.
He is
Yeah.
so goddamn suspicious.
Like, retroactively, when you know, you're like, oh, of course, that's all great and good, I love you, kiss, kiss. But he is genuinely so fucking suspicious.
Yeah. Am I very quiet compared to the game? Is that true?
Is that true?
Adrian and I are on the same mic. Are we both quiet compared to the game?
Huh.
Huh.
Is Grace quiet compared to the game? I can turn the game audio way down. Grace is less quiet?
Hi, Turk.
I asked her to leave.
How are we
I
now?
wanted to be alone with Quark
Here's
for
the
a bit.
audio.
How fucking... Why does the...
So,
I will also speak for
Sorry.
testes.
Yeah.
why are you here?
Oh, I guess... No, I'm looking at the... I'm used to the way of...
The
I
rest
guess...
of what? What the hell are you talking about?
Why is it back on auto?
Ah. Well, I can't boost us louder. I can only make the game quieter. Grace is a bit quiet, too.
Yeah, and that involves closing a game, so
Fuck.
woo.
Right, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Alright.
We are sorry for the multiple flashes of the desktop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can judge me for my games. Tell me which of my games that I have that you also have.
I think I saw Undertale.
Yeah, I have
Isn't that
Undertale.
obvious?
Isn't that 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 obvious?
Tell us how our Isn't That Obviouses are doing compared to the...
Yeah.
Isn't that obvious?
Is that better?
Isn't that obvious?
This
Isn't
is
that
about...
obvious?
Isn't that obvious?
Isn't
Yeah,
that
we got Nova
obvious?
jump scares.
Perfect? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Swag.
As
Okay.
long as we continually say, isn't that obvious throughout the whole stream, we're fine.
Yeah. Isn't that obvious?
Isn't that obvious?
Isn't
Okay.
that obvious? Yeah, we definitely missed a bunch of lines and like the fiddle fucking, some stuff skipped forward.
Well, unfortunately,
Oh,
I can't go
epic.
back.
I'm talking about the simulated manned mission to Mars. What's up with that? You know
I
things
was
about it.
zoning the fuck out. What the fuck are we talking about?
We heard that recording about
I
it.
don't have any idea what you're talking about.
That guy said the old girl was beautiful.
I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be. Seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Hey, nice try, pal. But you're not
Nice
getting away
try,
with it this
pal.
time. You remember something, alright? You remember so much you told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all.
You really sure you
And
wanna
now
know?
I forgore.
I'm senile, Sigma.
You know all about that.
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it.
Literally,
Maybe
what?
I wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow? and the whole world just crumbles around you. You sure you want that?
I think that'd suck.
Hey, come on. You don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Well, of course.
I never got the chance to say I am.
Yeah, literally, you be like, he is so like, if anything, it is impossible to not understate how devastating the information is. So he is, in fact, understating it.
Yeah.
Before I could, Fi exploded into the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear. Uh-oh. Also, like, Alice dead warning.
Yeah.
Good.
Alice dead.
There you are.
Fi exploded into the room. She's become a quantum woman.
Oh God, no.
She is kind of a quantum woman.
She is.
Alice is.
Yeah, that's what she says in the whole fucking stupid thing I don't understand in that blog with like the X Factor and shit.
Oh yeah.
They're waiting for
She basically says, "Yeah, I'm quantum woman."
She may be quantum, but is she a woman?
Quantumly.
Yeah.
It depends on whether or not you're observing me.
Yeah. Without waiting for a response, Fi left. Myoji and I exchanged a long, meaningful, loving look, and then looked up and took after her.
I always like the footsteps in these games. I remember when I was playing 999. Hey Alice, how's it going?
Hi girl.
Pretty good, it doesn't seem.
Pretty bad, I'd guess.
Pretty good, it doesn't seem.
I know what they say about assumptions, but I'm gonna say she's doing not great.
Yeah.
She then gets up perfectly fine. She's like, I'm doing wonderful today, thank you.
Why would you assume?
I just spilled raspberry jam on myself.
Yeah.
I was trying to clean it up.
I slipped when applying jelly to my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, so I was using this butter knife to put it back on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just holding it between my titties.
I was gonna say using the old cleavage pocket.
Yeah.
To keep it warm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that way it helps the peanut butter to spread better.
Yeah,
Everybody knows this.
The first thing I saw when stepped to the dorm was a blossom of red on her chest.
Oh, I was starting to say, I like the footsteps in Zero Escape games, because, like, it always takes me back to when I was playing 999 for the first time, and I got, I think, like, knife end? And I remember asking you, I was like, maybe it was sub end, but I was like, in theory, because everybody has distinct footsteps, I was like, in theory, you could probably have identified the killer by footsteps if you were very careful about listening, and I love that because it was like very specific.
Awesome. I love Kay's jingle bells.
Yes.
Also, like Lotus also has jingle bells.
Oh yeah, because she has like coins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That's probably not the right word for them, but
that's what they look like.
Yeah, the coin-shaped accoutrement. Yeah.
It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move.
Ooh, are we getting one of Sigma's monologues?
Yep. Or not.
No.
Yeah.
Why did this happen?
I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next.
I can't remember which one this is.
My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest.
Calm down. Calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet.
It could be that shit about the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe she was just making a sandwich. Maybe we can still save her.
Then at last I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman.
No. No, it's not true. Why?
And I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her boobs.
It seems to have gone directly into her sternum, which is not really...
Yeah.
Yeah. Judging by the position of the handle, she'd been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest and my stomach lurched. That is not where you... Well, like, you could get to the heart through there, but, like...
It's not really recommended because there's a huge
violent
bone.
hopelessness rose up in my throat.
That's where there's, like, the most bone in that region.
Yeah, the important bone to prevent you from getting stabbed in the lungs and heart.
Yeah,
to be specific, she doesn't have bones.
Oh my god.
They're made of ice. They melted.
That's why her boobs are so huge, because she doesn't have ribs. She has to have the boobs to protect her. Which is why she had to go through the middle.
God.
I stood, hands balled, tightly into white-knuckled fists. And then I took a deep breath.
Fucking heel of Achilles, but it's just your heart.
Characters in Uchikoshi games love to be white-knuckled.
They do.
All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Games participants. Except, of course, for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the womb.
Oh no, not the womb.
Yeah, that's a different word.
My brain isn't doing good today. You may have noticed this.
Mm-hmm.
Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this?
No one.
Odysseus. Sorry, that was a sick Odyssey reference for all you Odyssey heads out there.
Wow, tag your fucking spoilers, Adrienne.
Say something! Answer me!
No.
Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed.
Then what happened? An accident?
It just
sandwich
did that.
Sandwich happened, Clover.
Catastrophic
you think
sandwich
a scalpel
incident.
just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was
Who
one of us.
killed her? Clover.
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round,
Yeah,
didn't
it's
you?
so great, UB.
Something happened in there, didn't it?
It really never gets old.
Yeah.
Looking at Clover.
Something happened in there, didn't it?
Didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me!
Interesting euphemism for die.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was going to die, she'd tell me!
She...
Teehee.
I mean, I guess being like a secret agent, it actually is kind of a legitimate thing where it's like there might be situations where they have to plan for a contingency like that.
Yeah, true.
Hey, Clover. Don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say
No.
that?
It's funny because it's like
maybe
it is true
world.
that Clover's wrong, but it's like she's making an extremely fair assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone else insisting. I think it's wrong to assume that she's been murdered is a little bit wild when she's when the situation is like this.
Like Fi is a classic devil's advocate, and so like when she does it, I'm kind of like, yeah, she's just like that. She's like, we can't assume anything. Let's say for the sake of argument. Like she's, you know. She's always saying shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone else, it's like... Yeah.
Yeah, literally,
exactly,
like,
Ruby.
it is what anyone would assume. It is a safe assumption to make in this situation.
Yeah.
That she's right.
I see.
Now, Adrian, I'm noticing the problem with you having a purple stream background is that everyone we know and love is purple.
Yeah.
Is what I'm noticing just now.
That is a problem. I can't change that right now.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm
Get
just
it
like
now.
realizing that, yeah.
Is it our fault that purple is a really good color?
Honestly,
yeah, we
true.
all love purple.
It wasn't just one killer.
Now, Clover, this is a less logical assumption.
I mean, after she's like being like, who killed her, and everyone's like, oh, we don't know that that everyone is on the same thing. Like, we don't know that she killed. We don't know that she was murdered. I could see if everyone's on that same page, it could it could immediately seem like someone's like they're trying to gaslight you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
like,
actually is.
It makes sense for Clover to assume that. I'm just saying it is a different level from just saying she was murdered at all.
Yeah.
Which is the assumption anyone would make.
No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Man, I'm like kind of coming around on VLR Clover. The more I play this game, the more I'm like, they kind of nailed it with her sometimes. Not all the time.
Yeah.
I remember how this stream started, but sometimes.
It's like there's some things that are like I can see her line of logic, however they didn't have her speak it well enough.
Yeah.
Like here it just seems like she's suddenly jumping to the conclusion that everyone else killed her, while in literally the last game she literally had the line of like, I think it's really unreasonable to think that everyone except for like me and you killed my brother.
Yeah, that's true.
But like in this one where everyone's immediately like
acting sus,
acting being like, she wasn't killed, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone is kind of immediately doing that to her, and like, well, everyone is right. That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But they just make, they don't really show her logic line as well.
Clover, please, just settle down.
I like that delivery. I hate to say it.
It's a really good...
I hate to hand it to Wendy Lee, but that was a really good...
compliment Wendy Lee, but that was a really good...
Show me some proof then.
I'm crediting the director for that one.
In 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend. Or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards!
Yeah, the thing about it is that, like, I'm not gonna hand it to Wendy Lee, because I've heard Wendy Lee in other roles, and she sounds like shit in a lot of other roles.
Yeah.
But she sounds great in these games, because I'm assuming she got the... Virtue's Last Reward and, like, Zero Escape in general has extremely good voice direction.
Mm-hmm.
The voice
like,
direction
everyone
is so
sounds
good.
consistently good.
Yeah. Like, they... Especially, like, when you think about... It's a lot of, like, no-name voice actors in these games, or at least, like, who were no-names at the time.
Monster High voice actors.
Yeah, the multiple Monster High voice actors who got pulled for these games for some reason. I love that for them.
I love Sean's voice actress because she's all just kids shows and kids media, and then Sean from Zero Time Dilemma.
Yeah.
I think
and she killed it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All of Monster High.
Yeah.
9.
Can you believe I did this shit before the apocalypse?
Girl, how are you doing that without opening your mouth?
Clover.
Oh, you know.
6. 5.
I'm literally a psychic.
This is wild that, like... So it's wild that they have some kind of big name voice actors in here, like... Although some of them weren't at the time, I don't think. Like, I don't think Matt Mercer had the same level.
Yeah.
He was fairly new, I think, when... Or at
he
least,
was
like,
on the rise.
Yeah, he was on the rise, but he was not Matt Mercer at the time.
Yeah, like, that was... I think it was around, like, when Critical Role was starting to get, like, popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, they could never get Matt Mercer for this now.
No,
yeah,
absolutely not.
Not.
Not with ZTD money. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
ZTD barely got made and they still pulled Matt Mercer for it. Like, that's
yeah.
how you know.
How?
The funny flashies.
Yeah, wow, because, like, basically everyone else in ZTD was a nobody. Keith Silverstein's pretty prolific, I guess, but it's like...
Yeah.
I don't know that he was in anything super prestigious before, but I could be wrong.
Rena Strober, I don't think she's a no-name. But, like...
Oh, yeah, she was in ZTD first. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of, like, low to mid-range budget voice acting.
Yeah, she was, like... She was also doing, like, Fire Emblem Fates at the time, because she's Azura.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Condolences to her.
Well, Azura was a good character. She's my favorite Fates character, so I can't say anything bad, but she was in Fates.
The game fucked her over. As a character, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. Beating up Fates.
Yeah.
Those infected by Radical 6 eventually... Hello,
Astro! Astro's seen this.
Okay.
Yeah, Astro has seen Tenmyoji and...
Yeah, Astro's seen all this. It's okay.
She's like, I was about to start talking about suicide.
They're like really late in the game. Astro's probably not listening. Somebody say where Astro's at. I want to know.
Yeah, we're in a Holly Nova themed stream today.
I think they've been down like Luna-ish. They're like in last couple streams of the game. Oh yeah, because last stream I watched they saw Golem. So that's kind of like where they're at.
Oh, that's one of my favorite fucking ends.
Oh, finale next week? Sure? Oh shit.
Oh!
Yeah, are you sure? Fi-End is really long.
I feel like it'll
Fi-End is super long.
Are they like in the middle of Fi-End? There's a lot of Fi-End.
My guess is 2. But I did not see the most updated chart.
I'll have to check in on Twitter when Astro can actually
crying
hear us.
About Luna and is super understandable. We probably will.
Literally the most human, most understandable thing that you can do.
I'm probably gonna cry this stream.
I mean, that's the thing about VLR. They'll fucking get you.
Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Really funny spot for the raid to drop in.
What a welcome.
Like, I wasn't worried about spoilers. I was about like, oh, we're gonna be talking about...
Yeah, it's kind of a lot suddenly.
Yeah. Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What?
A thing that I love about that is that showing everyone surprised except for Tenmyoji, who is just doing his stinky spray. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
He also knew.
Does he know?
He knows. He didn't want to say it, and now Sigma's saying it.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, because because Quark had Radical 6.
Yeah, so he knows it's a factor.
Instead with the scalpel, he can see it as being very likely.
Yeah. It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well...
I did hear someone
the scalpel drawer next to the bed.
Game ended.
That's a funny reference.
For all you Hello Charlotte heads in the crowd. Right next to the bags of tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They also got Laura Bailey for Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this would have been
before Awakening, even.
Yeah. That was a while
ago. Wow.
I don't know what she was up to at the time. I don't know what her level of... I feel like I had heard of her at the time, but I don't know.
Definitely a lot of people who played have heard of her, like, when I see their first reaction, even if they played it, like, closer to when it started.
At the time that I would have had this information, I was not very familiar with a lot of voice actors who are women. I unfortunately, my knowledge of, like, early 2010s English voice acting is, like, all dudes. Because I had terrible taste in anime at the time.
Care to share some?
No.
Okay.
We've aired enough of my dirty laundry on these streams recently, or on calls with friends.
Also, it's your line.
So she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
You're lying!
You're lying!
This is all a lie! It has to be!
This is all a lie!
This is all a lie!
It has to be.
I hated that delivery a little bit. I can't lie to you. That was so... It was so weird how she said that.
Yeah.
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. Oh, damn. She was in Persona 4?
Oh, wow.
I don't know anything about Persona 4. Everything I've learned about Persona 4 has been against my will. But yeah, I guess... Yeah, she was already probably big in gaming then. Oh, that's cool, Zerk. I always love when that happens, when they stick around for...
Yeah.
For roles. I think voice actors prefer to do that.
Yeah, it's just usually that they can't be brought back is the problem.
Yeah, because they can't afford them anymore or something.
Or, like, union stuff. Because I know that, like, Matt Mercer loved voicing Leon, Capcom, Resident Evil. He loved voicing him in Resident Evil 4.
He's Matt Mercer?
Yeah.
Oh.
In Resident Evil, like, Origin 4.
Yeah.
And they wanted to... And when, like, the RE2 make came out and RE4 make, like, he said, like, everyone wanted me back, I wanted back, but because of union stuff, I couldn't come back.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. It was like, the guy that they got still does a pretty good job.
Yeah. But Matt Mercer's Matt Mercer.
Yeah, Matt Mercer brought... Resident Evil 4 Original has the most silly, like... action B-movie lines, and Matt Mercer delivers those lines perfectly. You're a small time, Salazar. Just like absolute silly lines, and he does a great job delivering them as a silly little action star boy. And also RE4 remake is more serious,
You just said she killed herself!
I didn't read that line!
Sorry!
That's what killed her.
Just tell me the truth!
I am.
Then prove it! Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
Girl, I have a quick question. You said you'd kill all of us. How are you going to kill us?
I do.
I'm a fucking spy.
She just explodes us with her brain.
Yeah. Sends us incredibly rancid vibes over the morphogenetic fields that kill us instantly.
Yeah.
she just projects a cognito hazard into everybody's minds.
Yeah.
There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
What the fuck?
It would have been in the safe.
Oh, well, Alice would have it then.
Also, I did see that someone redeemed to clean your damn tabs. I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, we can do it later. Fi, can you... I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
Have a look.
Have a look.
Professor Layton? What if Professor Layton was Zero?
Kind of checks out, honestly.
He does like puzzles.
He does like puzzles.
He does like puzzles.
This does remind him of a puzzle.
Do you think Professor Layton would go down the Akane route of becoming an evil puzzle mastermind in order to save the world?
Under the right circumstances, he might.
Yeah, I think he has the potential in him. I think he has more of the potential for that than Akane did, honestly.
I can't wait. I gotta play the Layton prequels, and Astro said he's got like family trauma that I feel like would contribute to this interpretation of him. So I'm excited to learn about that.
I know Layton isn't a fallen hero, but he has big fallen hero vibes to me.
He could fall. I mean, that's kind of what Unbound Future is about a little bit.
Yeah.
There's evil Layton.
Yeah, but it's not real.
Yeah, but it could be.
It could be. In my mind, it was real. That was actually Layton.
He did that.
He did that.
That happened.
Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only a few seconds before she stopped. Sorry, I'm Sigma and I'm getting eepy. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. This murder trial is really boring, guys.
Sometimes this isn't a trial.
I know.
Sometimes I wonder if Phi's ability to be so blasé about a lot of this like death and murder stuff is like her unconsciously being desensitized to a lot of it because she like kind of remembers that she's in a time loop, but not really most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it's her personality, I'm sure, but like,
yeah.
I do wonder that like, because Sigma's often like, how are you so calm about this? And she's just like, don't worry about it.
She's just like, I'm just like this. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she had like some sort of, I don't know, genetic memory of all of the trauma she went through in DCOM.
That too.
That like that she inherited from her family.
Mm-hmm. But even like that we don't know like which route is Phi's first one, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But in a lot of them, like she's, you know, further along than Sigma is in some of them. So it's almost like she's seen more of this, even if she doesn't remember it physically, consciously. I think there is a part of her that's like not as affected by things because she's seen it so many times and she's been desensitized a little bit.
Yeah. I do have the belief that like yellow is Phi's first route.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's, I think, like magenta, then cyan.
You think so?
I think so. Actually, no. Yellow, cyan, magenta.
Yeah, I think magenta's pretty late for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, like, in yellow, she doesn't know about you dying when your BP goes to 0, but she knows that, and I think both magenta and cyan.
She always knows it.
No, she doesn't know that in yellow.
I'm like 99% sure she does. I think the only distinction is whether she has the whole explanation, because whether there's time for it. I'm pretty sure she always says that.
She does not.
I don't believe you, but we're gonna move on.
Okay, yeah.
I don't agree, but...
The journal! I turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head.
You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it.
She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. She looked back up to me with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin. But translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216.
Oh yeah, this is about death and shit. I got this.
Wow, this is just like Hotel Dusk. That's the room Iris stays in Hotel Dusk.
Oh my god.
That blonde lady. Play Hotel Dusk. I'm only a few hours into it, but it's great. Kyle Hyde is the worst man alive.
He is so annoying. I'm
sucks.
obsessed with him.
Yeah, I'm about to ask about what I've been tweeting about recently.
Yeah.
Phi's frown deepened, but she did as I suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know?
What the shit, Sigma?
Hotel Dusk mentioned. Yeah.
Also, hello.
Welcome in.
Hi.
No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I'm not very far in Hotel Dusk, but I'm having a lot of fun. It's like 5:40 in the game right now. I was just doing stuff in the main office, if that helps orient you as to where I am. I just knew. I just knew.
You just knew?
I love that she tries to complain about him saying that. Like, you have said the exact same thing, Fi.
Girl, you literally said that earlier.
I just knew. I just looked at you and my brain went, that's Sigma.
Oh, hi, thank you, Rico.
Thank you, Rico.
Isn't that obvious?
Isn't that obvious?
Thank you, Rico.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Fi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. This is stuff we've all seen.
Yeah, Radical 6.
Radical 6 is fucked up, man.
Radical 6 is silly. More like radical silly.
More like radical sex.
More like silly 6.
More
radical
like
prank.
silly.
Radical prank. God, that's a throwback.
I was just rereading about Radical Prank pretty recently.
It was so good.
Idiot.
It was so good. Yeah, what was it? Mira who silly stringed Fi as she was dying or something? Yeah. I guess not dying.
Yeah. Succumbing to the prank.
Yeah, she had like a pie in her face or something.
Yeah. I love our version of Silly Zero Escape where it's radical
Lord,
prank.
Please.
Don't they also all have
Let
funny
their
hats?
future be a bright
Was
one.
that a part of the...
Yeah, that was part of the lore. Everyone in VLR had soda drinking hats.
That's correct, yeah.
Why shut the journal? People in 99... sickly silence wafted through the air room.
That's not the word that he said.
Yes, it is now. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Temyoji.
Oh my god, Temyoji, my friend Temyoji.
Oh my god, Temyoji reference.
I love
now this
Temyoji.
journal.
Did you guys know that?
I've never heard you say this before, Grace. This is completely new information.
Entry.
I'm
But
glad
other
to
important
share
thing,
it.
in I think in 999, everyone had little like hats that had like springs on them with their numbers on top.
Yes. What was the ZTD situation?
I think they all had. I think everyone had different hats.
Okay.
Like C Crew had the funny little pop-up ones. VLR crew had soda drinking hats, and I think Q Team had propeller hats.
Oh, okay, that checks out.
And I believe our part of our 999 lore is that people do still explode.
Yeah, that's right. That's the only thing that's unchanged. Yeah.
They're just also filled with confetti.
Yeah.
They're glitter bombs. Fuck.
Nicely done. Slime Rancher.
Everyone say your favorite game that I own. You have 2 seconds before I change the screen. We're playing a game of memory now.
I really like that you have Umineko and Power Wash Simulator side by side. Those are like the two most different games.
We also have Squirrel Stapler.
Where's he gonna? Oh, I see Higurashi. Right above Squirrel Stapler.
Yeah.
My favorite is Zero Escape.
Which one?
No.
That one.
This one? Zero Time Dilemma?
Well, your mouse isn't gonna be there for like 10 seconds.
Fuck. Ah! I'm working on a big monitor that I'm used to.
Yeah.
I'm very far away from the screen, and I'm not using a Trek. And I just have my mouse on my lap.
It's rough.
Journal entry.
We're usually at my desk, and we're not at my desk today because my desktop computer is very sick, and this is We're on the old setup, where we have dual monitors, which is a laptop and a TV.
There is no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. Sob!
Stop doing that!
All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated, and she collapsed onto the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long minutes, the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs.
Man, for once they didn't say minutes.
They don't do the minutes thing.
And I said it on purpose to bring it back because I know they wanted to do that.
They meant it. They meant minutes.
We've got a problem.
Yeah, you're on the screen.
It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Vi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pair, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
There were bigger things going on.
Yeah, you may have noticed.
As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part
normal human color.
That means the two of you will need to come with me.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
Oh, you know.
Why would you even say that?
The kind of color a person would have.
So, a color?
Yeah.
Yes, one of them. Whichever is the normalist one.
Come on now, Clover. We need to go. Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you.
I love that stock blood splatter texture that they use.
It's so funny.
It's so extreme, I feel like.
Why would they get on top of her bracelet that much?
Yeah. Why is it, like, it's black in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really vibrant red, which doesn't make sense, I don't think. I don't think it would look like that. It doesn't match the saturation of the rest of her either.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of, like, it's, like, poorly color matched.
Yeah.
And the scalpel is perfectly clean.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have. This never would have happened. So it's like Zero killed you. I promise.
Every time someone's like Zero really killed this person, it only fucking takes me back to the bit in Zero Time Dilemma where in one of the situations where I think Eric asks who killed Mira, you can say Zero, and he's like, I guess that's true in an overall sort of way, and then he shoots Sean.
Fuck you.
It's like, I guess, but
The way he says it is so funny. Like, he's like...
Yeah.
Keith Silverstein is a legend.
He's I fucking guess.
I guess that's true in an overall sort of way. Like,
but you're the one who pulled the trigger, and then he kills you.
Yeah. Zero Time Dilemma is so good, except for the fact that it's not good.
Yeah. Clover stood up, rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears all across her cheeks. Then with a determined frown, she strode out of the room.
Exactly. Just agrees with Sean and then blasts him with the shotgun anyway. You're right, but I don't like your answer.
Alright, we're out of time.
To be fair, it's basically being like... It feels almost like a, well, I didn't kill her, the bullet did type of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
When you think about it,
if someone is accusing you of killing someone and you're saying, well, if this other person didn't put me in this situation, I wouldn't have killed her.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck.
Nicely done.
Name a new game, everyone.
Boy, look at Nova.
Look at Nova, boy.
Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
These two are my best friends, by the way.
Blue shirt, white hair,
blue clothes club.
Literally.
Yeah.
You miss Noah? Here he is. Nova.
Can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AB room.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we picked up Cork.
I might be brain melting, but what do they mean, stuck in the AB room?
Yeah, do they mean warehouse?
Yeah, I think they mean in the warehouse.
Yeah, in the room that has the AB room. I hope
someone got killed for this.
Yeah, I hope someone got executed with an axe for this.
Yeah.
I hope someone was beheaded.
Very well.
Hi, Kay.
Until we meet again.
It was very well. I hope someone got beheaded, and then Kay's like, very well. Like, he's going to be the executioner.
He is.
He is.
I shall do what you ask. We need to get the baby.
We have to pick up the baby.
Do you ever think about how, like, 3 days ago in Universe, Kay tried to blow up the moon?
Yeah.
He did try to do that.
Yeah.
Quark, you're awake.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I just woke up. Hey.
Yeah, it was
I'm
really
allowed
recent.
to talk.
Yeah.
Where is everybody else?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
Quark.
Normal places. Okay.
They're all alive, definitely.
Yes. Read the line.
Fuck, sorry.
This is important.
Temyoji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would explode into a million pieces the moment he was touched.
It's like it calls back to Safe
really
End.
important line. I explode every time I hear it.
It's
yeah,
such a good callback to like everything that happened with Akane.
Junpei Wen.
He cautiously laid a trembling. I just read that.
You did.
When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Temyoji let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
Like, it reminds me,
wrong?
in specific, so much of Safe End. The way Akane literally did just, like, basically disappear.
Yeah, and, like...
From, you know, practically from in his arms.
Yeah, like, he also made the mention of, like, he felt like she was disappearing in his arms.
Yeah.
Tenmyoji said the line, or well, Sigma narrated the line about Tenmyoji being almost afraid to touch Quark as if they disappear in a puff of smoke. Yeah. And so, you know, Akane moments. Oh.
What happened? What happened?
What's wrong?
What happened?
I was making fun of the baby.
Oh my god, Sigma became single during Hanukkah? F. Rip to that.
Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Temyoji didn't even notice. His face is a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes.
They are fully streaming down his face, Sigma.
All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished.
Quark is so fucking small, by the way. I know I'm saying this constantly, but
he's literally a microorganism.
They were named after the smallest thing in existence.
Literally.
They are at best 8 years old sized.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Temyoji deserved a few minutes. I left
minutes?
when there's 10 minutes on the watch when we left the funny room.
Yeah.
At least Temioji seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So.
Oh yeah, very much. It's because of malnutrition stage. Like, premature birth, no prenatal care, starving,
Quark
not
is fine.
set up for height.
Built different. Quark handled it.
Really? Well, okay, I guess.
I mean, that Quark is alive at all is like, surely they have the constitution of a fucking tank. Like,
yeah, miracles after miracle, because their fever, again, in the original Japanese, when they talk about their fever, it's more explicit that it was nearly fatal.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like, in here, it's a really, really high fever, and that, you know, it can go, like, any way interpretation, but in the original text, it's explicit that, yeah, they nearly died when they were free from that fever.
Yeah, well, especially at that age, a fever is a way bigger deal, I think.
Mm-hmm. When you're a teeny tiny itty bitty baby, your immune system isn't as strong.
Yeah.
And they had it for a week.
That's always good.
Yeah.
So that was them like a solid just recovery to get like anywhere close to like functioning, like a whole month of recovery.
Yeah.
You know, functioning being relative for already 3 years old. But they were not back on track for
3 years old, just learned to walk last week. Like,
yeah, they learned to walk
fell off
at
a
2,
truck
and
and
that
down
says
the
so
stairs
much
as
about
well.
society.
Yeah.
Because again, blah blah blah, like modern practice, and yes, milestones always different for all children, million caveats, but like, you're kind of supposed to talk to your pediatrician, like, for sure, if your child isn't walking at 18 months.
Yeah.
And they didn't walk until 2.
Yeah, like,
no,
I think a little less than a year is typical for if we're talking about like assisted walking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, holding onto a table and taking steps, that kind of thing. I think that my brother was like 10 or 11 months.
If you feel fine.
Yeah, that's usually around when it can start.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So it is significant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
They were not okay. And then at late 5, early 6, scavenging abandoned ruins and getting pieces of rusty metal. Do you know how small a 5-year-old is?
Yeah.
He never even got his tetanus shot.
Absolutely
probably.
not.
Oh, yeah. No, like, a 5-year-old, like, can't cut their own food, I think, and they were fucking scavenging.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
What are you apologizing for?
Their story, as you all may know, makes me lose it a little bit.
Sorry.
You're doing it again.
A touch.
Are you sure you're okay? So,
They love their
where's
grandpa
everybody
so
else?
much.
What are you doing?
Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
He's kind of a weirdo.
He's just standing there. Silly.
You scared Sissel.
Well, Sissel shouldn't be so small.
Sissel's threatened by Quark's smallness.
Yeah.
Feels it's a challenge that will be lost.
Yeah.
Gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Temioji didn't want to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was also something I left for later.
Okay, that makes sense.
Literally so small.
I'm sorry.
That means
Malware
I'm on a team with
bites.
you guys, right?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
About
They're
that.
funny, Scrunch. I love their sprites.
I love Quark's little, like, sheepish...
Yeah, it's
like,
so cute.
Making themselves small.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good. We need to hurry. Come on. How do we get to the floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me. Fuck it up, map transitions.
Yeah, I am gonna be insufferable. Y'all will not be able to shut me up this whole time.
Good.
Hell yeah.
You think we brought you on to not hear you speak?
You think we brought you here to silence you?
It happens on many a stream, Zerk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are we, Zerk?
I love their sprites, and again, I am literally always staring at their sprites in the art book. I think one of the characters that actually translated really well their sprites from the 2D to 3D. Yeah. I think like Kay and Lagamore kind of had the best because of their non-humanness. But I think Quark had also one of the better transitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of his smallness. Hi, Zerk.
Yeah.
Well, magic doors have opened.
5 minutes remain.
Okay, in their 2D like beta art, they have some really, really good sprites.
5 minutes remain until cool magic doors close.
I miss Luna's freckles and her 2D sprites.
Yeah.
She had freckles!
Sorry, Zerk, I had to because on account of it was funny.
We love you, Zerk, by the way.
Yeah, we love you, Zerk.
Heart.
You're late.
Bitch.
Get off my fucking screen.
Where the hell have you been? Quark?
I love how shocked he looks right now.
Oh man, I had a betting pool that'd die.
You're awake.
I do just love, like, very nervous Dio, like, oh my god, Quark, he's back, and then cutting over to little baby.
Quark takes up barely any of the screen.
Yeah! So fucking funny, because it almost seems like you could frame it as if Dio is surprised that, like, some big warrior dude is coming to beat his ass.
Yeah.
And then you just cut to this Michael organism.
Yeah.
And Quark could be Dio's ass. They have so many diseases.
This is true.
Absolutely. I know that Dio is a clone. He's like a clone of a clone of a clone, probably, honestly. He probably has a shitty-ass immune system.
I don't know that that's how clones work.
It is to me, because that means that Dio would get killed by diseases easily.
Yeah.
Like, I think that Dio, the only reason he's the best of his generation is the others are piles of sludge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is not skilled. He is the best of his generation because he is the only one that is sort of a person.
Yeah, that checks out.
Fuck. God, no!
Microsoft Store jump scare.
Quark biting him and just, why do you taste like Chef Boyardee ravioli?
What the fuck is that, kid?
I am also relieved to see you well again.
I love Kay, I love Kay, I love Kay.
When you see Kay, you have to put your hand in front of your mouth and do an One-sama laugh.
Yeah.
Me too.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Everyone is just immediately cooing over them and shit. It's so adorable.
I looked at the others from behind Quark and held up a warning finger to my lips. No toxies.
He describes that, but I think it would be way funnier if he was doing that, like, hand across the throat gesture. Like
I think that would be more in character for Sigma.
That was immediately what I pictured him doing. Like, him doing, like, that grimace and the...
Yeah.
You guys can definitely see us doing what we're doing.
Yeah, you can absolutely.
Trust, we all know.
Yeah.
There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
I love the red Sona pose too.
the arms crossed.
From Konk's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there isn't any time left.
I love you, Luna.
She's so good at lying to you guys.
Just moving along.
She's so cute. Luna's adorable.
We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
So pick one! We don't have fucking time!
All of the doors are identical for this round.
Which
Luna
team
as a
goes in
DM
which
trying
door?
to get everyone to move along with the role play.
Fucking-
She loves it, but
What
they
did
are on
you
a
do,
time
Adrian?
crunch.
I have no idea what I
You moved
did.
the window. The stream information was on the right. You moved it to the top. It doesn't matter, but you can put it back if you want to. That gray bar, yeah. Downward. To the right.
Streams with zero
There you go.
technical
There you
difficulties.
We've
Zero.
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 I believe
Time
dilemma.
which team uses which door.
Sorry, the
We're
Eric
taking
impression
one
is
then.
irresistible to me.
Yeah.
Zero time dilemma.
Zero time dilemma.
Zero time dilemma.
You want to kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing.
I love that
Unfortunately, I
line.
don't
What
have
the
a counter
fuck,
argument,
but
so
okay.
center door it is.
I love Fine. She's so funny.
She's like, I don't really have a reason to disagree with you, but what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Literally.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left.
So it's like, I'll go left then, I guess.
Okay. I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
Well,
Oh my god,
there's
Luna
only
K
one
and Clover
left.
are back in a group again.
Holy shit.
How did it take me this long to realize that is just how they are at the start of this fucking yellow door path?
What I would
The
give.
door on the right.
What I would give to be in that room. Fucking
Any
Luna
objections?
K Clover? That
Yeah.
rules.
All right, let's move.
Sorry about that.
30 seconds.
Tenmyoshi and Kork both walk to the door on the left because neither can tell left from right.
Hurry it up, Fi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
Man, Fi should totally kick this guy in the head.
Mm-hmm.
It's time we were going as well.
If only that could happen.
Yeah, in a better game, Fi would do that to Dio.
Yeah.
I have the gift saved. It's so great.
It's so fucking good. Come on, guys. There's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0.
Lift off.
Maybe sprint.
Chromatic doors closing.
Mew and I'm a chromatic door and I close.
I wonder if this funny scanner feels like anything at all.
Mmm. It reminds me of the material emancipation drills and
Yes. That's what it makes. That's what I was also going to say that.
I have to assume it's a little tingly.
Balloon.
That wound.
Funny computer.
Probably the office of whoever
What
it is that's
room is
running this
this?
place.
Is that what Sigma said?
Yeah.
Probably.
Sorry.
What's this place?
What's all this then?
It said.
Oh, hell yeah.
Office on the door.
You can feel your teeth fillings tingling. Yeah, that checks out.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Well, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is
I
Zero
really
Senior's
like
room, there might
that
be
this
some
room
clues.
has the, help puzzle and it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It
got a
just
point.
helped.
Yeah.
Help me.
Let's get started then. Girl, help.
Seek a way out.
Seek a way out.
Best room of all time.
I do love Director's Office. I don't remember anything, so good luck, Adrian.
It's okay. That means that you can click literally everything, and it means Core gets to talk more.
This is true. Director's Office was one of the ones I was going to do in my Animal Crossing Nonary game, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine you'll be Miyoshi so I can be Quark?
Yeah, that's fine by me. I've been Sigma.
Yeah, I'm just trying to thonk.
Trying to find it, locate it.
I have to meditate on Solid Snake for a
second. He does kind of have that gravel.
Not the most impressive weapon, but as simple as hell. It won't jam like a gun. That does sound like something he'd also say, like in a game, if he picked up a slingshot then called someone on his codec.
Yeah. A slingshot.
Yeah, it is. It's bad.
Yeah, we fully intend to cheat at that one.
Yup.
So, he's got a spear instead of a sword? This is a really short spear, though.
You look at the tip head on, it looks kind of like a diamond.
Diamond, huh?
Sigma.
50% of the dialogue in Metal Gear is like that.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Sorry. Usually when I'm playing, I'm not actually reading all of this out, so I'm just on the auto thing of like, as soon as I'm done mentally reading, just continue on.
A suit of armor, huh?
It's not really a full suit of armor, is it? I mean, it's just missing the helmet.
So no head? So what should we call it?
Not sure.
Okay, well I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a suit of armor, okay?
Suit yourself.
I hate you.
Anyway, it's got some red paint on the neck and shoulder area.
Sure, it's paint. It could be blood.
Why don't you taste it and find out?
Hey! Don't say stuff like that! Being in a room with a headless suit of armor is creepy enough!
L.
L. Oh, I thought you were giving an L to Clark.
Stupid baby scared of a headless, bloody suit of armor.
A balloon. You want it, Quark?
I don't need a balloon. I'm not a kid.
Really? How old are you?
I'm 20.
What? No way.
Gotcha.
Got his ass.
Dumb bitch.
I can't believe someone in Virtue's Last Reward would not be correct about their age. Are you in it, Adrian?
Globe.
True.
Quark went on their tippy toes to get that.
Yeah.
Like, everything else in the room except that is, like, pretty conveniently low down.
That's true, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, it's me!
It is.
Looks like a green coaster. Yeah, it makes it look like there was something sitting on here earlier.
The left section has a laser shining across it.
No. Haha! Now this is brandy. Fier Perrin's 200-year-old reserve.
You can tell that just by looking at it?
I can smell it.
That's some nose you got there.
Here.
Quite literal.
Let me have a
sound.
I don't think so.
How can you be so cruel? Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, it just says hole on there.
I love my solid brandy.
That is so gross to
It's
think
so
about.
old.
solid chunk of brandy in here.
That is vile. Are you winning?
What do you think? Oh, this is the good stuff here. From Fiat Parents' 200-year-old reserve.
You already told me that.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, 200 years is pretty impressive, though.
Yeah, it is. Then again, it's even older than that by now. If it's gone bad. It's probably just like water now. I should drink.
No! This is a conversation they have to have a lot.
Yeah, it kind of does give that impression.
Oh, well, what's this?
What's this? What's all this, then?
I checked it out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder.
How do you know what that is, Kark?
Oh, you know? Yeah, what the fuck are they doing with business cards?
Maybe he found one when he was scavenging.
I just don't feel like that's the kind of thing that survives.
Yeah.
Business card holder.
It was a really, really good business card holder.
I fucking guess.
Yeah. It's a file where you put business cards. They're really weird. They've got all these weird shapes on the back. I think it would be funny if they were just talking about the front and it was just letters.
Yeah.
Illiterate. They canonically cannot be, but...
Yeah.
They do read and write.
Alarmingly quickly.
I think maybe if you line them up in a particular way, then you'll get some sort of hint.
Grace, you calculated Quark's words per minute one time, right?
Yes, but I don't have it on hand in a way where I could still look at the stream.
True.
Place the business cards.
But it was
in the correct
many.
order.
It was impossible to do, essentially.
If I remember right, the way you described it, I was like, that would be insane if they were typing it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can give it a shot. I think you have to move the names and then...
Mr. Sigma, are you funny cheating?
Adrian's going legit at the moment. We can consult the sacred text.
Yeah, I could consult the sacred text if I felt like it. However, I'm lazy.
No, I just meant without going to get the business card information.
That's true. Yeah, you don't have the hints right now.
Yeah.
You could do like the top half of them, but the bottom half you actually kind of need the hints for because it's numbers, but you don't know what order.
Oh yeah.
Do you even have to do the business card portion of the puzzle, or can you just skip to what the books are supposed to be?
You could just do what the books are supposed to be, but that's not in the funny spirit.
That's true. I'm just speedrun pilled.
Yeah.
Are you winning?
I'm confused.
In what way?
I keep switching these two, but they don't switch places actually.
Think about how a page works. Something switched when you did that.
Look at this.
I like the face.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like a funny little thing.
Smiley.
There's hints.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't get it.
Maybe you don't have enough information.
Leave me alone, conk.
No.
God, that is such a shitty computer for the time period.
Yeah.
I love the boldness to be like, yeah, computers will probably look like this still, and
they didn't even look like that.
Yeah, in the 2010s, that's true.
It's already commented on that it's an old computer, so just Akane did it for fun. Is it locked?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't see anything that looks like a keyhole though, and I'm really fucking good at picking locks. There's this diamond-shaped hole in the middle though. Do you think we're supposed to stick something in there?
I know what I need to do, game.
Don't be mean to me, I'm helping.
Ha! It opened.
There's something in here.
Thank you, Clonk.
Is it a key?
You're welcome.
What is Cecil playing with? Is it my fucking stylus?
I think it's a little mouse.
Oh,
it is one of his toys.
Okay.
Chewability on this key. I think it's pretty low.
Pretty low, I would say. I would
not great.
I could see myself holding it and like nibbling on the edges, but it's not very chewable per se. Nicely done.
Can we get a me account?
Minimally like 7.
Well, what do we have here? Haven't seen a computer this old in a while.
There's something on the screen.
Is that a lion eating a hamburger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a hamburger.
I really don't think so.
He yearns to try a hamburger. I think the lion's got 2 heads.
I watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs once, and I haven't seen like 90% of the food there in real life. Give me a hamburger, Mr. Sigma. Chop chop. Looks like a monster from Greek myth or something. Yeah, I read Percy Jackson.
You would.
Yeah. It looks like it's asking for an ID and password underneath the line.
Totally ratty, like water-damaged book.
Yeah.
Huh. Keyboard doesn't seem to be working though.
I guess we can't enter anything then.
An old computer. Might as well leave it alone for now. Can't get in there. No way to know the passwords. What is this?
Oh, well, what's this?
What, training machines you see on late night infomercials?
I think it's a facial recognition device.
A what?
Oh, you know. Your hands on either side and hold your face in front of the lens. Then it checks your face against whatever it's got in its database.
Oh. Huh. How did you know that?
I'm in the salvage business. Every so often one of these babies shows up.
It doesn't look like it's turned on.
Yeah, nothing happens when I put my face in front of it.
There's something to the right of the lens over there that looks an awful lot like a keyhole. We had a key for it.
If only we had some sort of key.
In Mr. Sigma's hand.
You think maybe we could turn it on?
I assume so.
You've already got the key. Try putting it in.
Nah.
Please?
Whoa.
Whoa. The light on the top turned on.
Looks like you managed to turn it on.
I hope that's not the only thing I've managed to turn on. Alright, it's on. Now what?
Oh, why don't we give it a try to give it a face to look at?
One of ours?
Yeah. Game auto advanced.
None of our faces work.
All advancing. Face not recognized. No other dialogue.
Adrian!
Sorry.
I thought it was being skipped on purpose.
Oh, was it?
A little
That's
bit,
fair.
yeah.
Okay.
I do think Tenmyoji picked them up so their face could get in the scanner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's normal.
Now we're normal again.
Did you have an idea?
Well, it can't hurt to try. Yeah, definitely worth a shot.
How long has he had that in his pocket? Looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. I guess it's worth a shot.
The intent was probably bad, UBI turned it into something like positive, but like the intent was bad. I understand why others want it skipped.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh! It's like we're in the villain's secret lair!
Huh. I didn't think that would happen.
I guess the recognition worked.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I was Quark for some reason.
No.
I'm not
me.
That's you.
This is the facial recognition device. The picture Tenmyoji had with him is in front of the lens. So, who is this girl?
Hey! Stop.
Reactions to this are always so wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's always silence for a solid 3 seconds, and then questioning your entire reality of, is that?
Yeah. She's just a girl. Is she your granddaughter?
No.
Well, who is she then?
Damn it, fine. You've already seen her after all. Her name is Connie Kirsch.
We have already seen her.
I've been looking for her for a long.
Why? Why, haha?
No more looking. Because she's his first love.
No. You got it all wrong.
But you carry that picture everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching, you talk to it. I've seen you do it.
Huh. Didn't mark you for a hopeless
romantic. He never
romantic
leaves the
Tenmyoji.
picture anywhere, but he did leave Quark on the truck bed and drove off.
It's not about love, and I'm not a goddamn romantic.
Okay. You don't want to talk about her, I get it.
So head.
So hey.
Look.
Oh hey, there's the helmet for the suit of armor. You must be feeling pretty tired, Tenmyoji. All the excitement can't be easy for someone of your age. Why don't you sit down for a bit?
Not as old as I need. Not so old I need the likes of you worrying about me.
That's so. I think I'll just have a seat then. Ah. Huh? What's that? You think maybe it's an eye watching us?
I don't think so.
I think it's a target.
Like a bullseye?
Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it.
Well, the helmet is really big in the face.
Okay, I'll just use this slingshot to...
Whoa, hold on there. You actually have something to fire.
Oh. No, I guess I don't.
What are you gonna shoot it with then?
A gun.
That's line coming up.
With mind bullets.
It's called telekinesis Sigma. It's called magic missile Sigma. Or force
Oh, but then
barrage.
he'd fire free. Where would he send the other two off to? Assuming he's casting it at level 1, of course.
Great question. They're probably at the doors. Anyway, I figured
Maybe
that
he'll
slipped
break
your
them
mind
open.
like everything fucking else.
Tenyuji, Sigma's always remembering shit.
Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Take it.
Oh, this is a key we use to
Should've
sort the
never
facial
taught you
recognition
Dungeons
device.
and Dragons.
Thanks, man. I guess I don't have to use my special psychic powers after all.
Oh, baby girl, you're already using them.
You're definitely gonna have to use them.
Here goes. Aiming. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
Fire.
Whoa, nice aim.
You got it right in the center.
Sorry.
There's a lever next to the chair. Adrian, you're lying.
Sorry. Why don't you pull it?
What's gonna happen?
Come on, is it really that hard to figure out?
You think it's gonna go back into the wall?
Pull the damn thing and find out.
Alright. I guess I should start by sitting in the chair. Then I pull the lever. Here I go!
Pull the lever, Kronk. P.
Ha! P.
Looks like there's something on the table. Is that a battery?
Battery.
I'd love to put that in my mouth.
That one does look pretty edible.
Mm-hmm.
Green apple flavor. There's a P
You
painted on
gotta
the
keep
wall
that
in red
away
paint.
from Quark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They love Green.
And they are one of the most Pika-coded characters of all time.
Yeah.
Really?
If I pull it again, the chair should turn back around, right? Ah, whatever. Not like I have a choice. Ha!
Hiya!
So head? Yes, that suits him. Thanks,
You're
Dan.
the worst, Grandpa.
Huh. This is cheap brandy. Alcohol this bad shouldn't even exist. So I think it's best I just dispose it safely with my...
I'll be taking that.
Cheap brandy.
tried putting the good brandy on the coaster, but... Bottle of expensive brandy. It has some red paint on it.
I think the red paint on this bottle has something to do with the red section of the wall.
Yeah, laugh at me for putting it in the wrong place for a second.
Maybe it's part of a letter. It's in the right place.
I can't tell from here. Maybe if we look at it from another angle. Maybe if we turn our thinking and pick up the tablet.
I legitimately did not even fucking see it.
Oh my god.
Tabloid.
Gosh, Quark, you deserve to be able to be a tablet kid, but you could never be.
iPad kid Quark would have changed the world.
Yeah. He'd be making the most insane EDM.
Yeah.
Oh. No examine. Look! The laser beam's bending all around inside the bottle!
Mew in physics.
Mew in physics.
Yeah, I made a parallelogram.
This is how things work.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, I think it would have been just kind of the same dialogue as the old brandy, or the high quality brandy of Junpei trying to drink it again and Quark yelling at him.
Man, this safe is really big.
There's gotta be like $100 billion in there.
You're such a kid.
Maybe they're just hiding something and they really don't want people to see. Like some videos.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Grandpa
Let's just
videos.
open it up and find out.
I don't think... See?
Is it locked?
Yeah.
There's a circle input pin on top of the handle. Looks like one of the pressure exchange chamber doors.
So if we just do the same thing we did then... yeah. Good luck.
Sigma, you need to fucking go.
You don't have the information yet.
Yes, I do.
You consulting the sacred texts?
It is in the globe. You could do it with just a couple of clicks.
Yeah, Adrian, you have it, I think.
I do?
Yeah.
It's in the globe.
Yeah, the globe shows you.
Arg.
Arg. ARG.
Alternate reality game. You don't know, you're probably missing some shit.
Hey.
What's up?
What about that globe?
The globe.
I went on my tippy toes for that. That's a lot of work.
Hey, a globe!
Doesn't it look kinda weird? I think somebody glued a piece of paper to it.
Let's see if we can get it off then. It's in your archive.
I have puzzle notes.
I must make it known that I do not condone this.
I love cheating.
I am part of the stream. I am getting paid, but I do not condone these actions.
For the record, I don't actually have the solution written down. I just had what the colors connect to which colors written down. Simply because I didn't want to have to keep on bringing up the archives.
Good job!
So I didn't actually cheat. I got the information legitly, and then I used my cheat sheet.
You did it!
Nice work, me. Pat yourself on the back. You did a great job. Very impressive.
Let's have a look inside. Have a look.
$100 billion.
Videos.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Looks like all we've got is a binder and a deer.
So, a bindeer.
What the fuck?
Please laugh.
Alright, so there's a binder in the safe.
It's got 2 pieces of paper in it.
Can I just say, Richard Lester Ward loves to call shit a binder that is clearly a folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob, Chris, John, Tony, Ian, Michael.
Carol likes being on the left. Good luck.
Thanks. The deers. Oh, you're Quark, not me. Why do I keep on thinking I'm Quark?
The deer's looking at me, Grandpa.
Buck up. It's just a fake.
Fuck off, Tenyoji. Oh my god, Sissel. He just ran up to the TV and is looking. He's chasing the cursor. He's pawing at it.
He knows it's a mouse.
Baby.
Thank you, sister, for distracting them from the bullshit I said.
Letting Tenyoji get away with that awful buck up joke.
Literally.
Yeah.
Go.
There's red paint on the wall.
It looks like there's an outlet right next to it.
Why don't somebody put an outlet just high up?
Well, it's probably not an electrical outlet.
What is it then?
I think you're supposed to insert something into it.
Like what?
Maybe. Oh, sorry.
Maybe the deer?
Hey, Quark, how did you like my impression of you?
It was bad.
Yep. That's it. Remember how there are 2 pegs on the back of the mount? I'll bet they'll fit perfectly. Sissel. Do you want to be in the lab?
But I know you did really good in Monster High, but you can't voice a kid anymore.
Well, looks like you were right.
Sissel. Dear.
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 Oh dear. Oh me, oh my, oh dear. Cards.
Cards.
Bob, Chris, John. Tony, Michael, Ian. Fuck.
I sit down.
Tony, Michael, Ian.
Paranormal Site, The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Do you just have that game on every platform?
I have it on 2 platforms.
I see.
I have it on my computer and my iPad.
Okay.
Carol wants to be on the left. So
I mean, looking at that isn't going to help you very much unless you already know what you're trying to spell.
Book.
Right. It's a weird looking bee.
Yeah.
There is also the logic puzzle, if you wish to try that.
Carol likes being on the left and prefers to be near Bob. Okay. Carol is already on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And would like to be near Bob.
Yeah, which means there's only 2 places that Anne can go.
Mm-hmm. Sophie likes to be on the very right.
Wait, Ellen mentioned.
Ellen.
Oh my god.
The jellyfish is also a businesswoman.
You love to see it.
I'm so proud.
These are dog shit business cards,
That commute is awful.
Yeah, these business cards fucking suck.
Are you winning?
I am the struggler. And wants to be near Bob. But Bob is in these areas, so
yeah, Anne is either top middle or left second row.
But then Ellen can't be above Anne. Both of those positions prevent Ellen from being above.
They don't
Anne.
mean directly above.
Up.
They mean above in general.
Yeah, just in a row higher.
Okay.
This one's a bit of a bad Leighton puzzle.
Yeah. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Completed.
Completed.
I think this is right.
Then let's look at the other side. Maybe the shapes look like something now.
Nah.
Please?
Okay, let's have a look at the back of the business cards.
Thank you for backing me out of that game.
Yeah, it's a little...
Book 334.
It says book 334.
What does it mean?
Well, a book is a bunch of pieces of paper that are bound together with.
Quark, I love you. I know what a book is.
They're kind of a little shit.
What if they legitimately didn't realize that he didn't know that he knew what a book is?
I mean, I feel
some people have never seen books in their life. It's normal.
Literature. Historical adventure saga. Philosophy. Sigma was a fucking humanities major, and you can't take that from me.
Absolutely.
I love my books that just say philosophy.
I think these are philosophy books. Stuff in here is pretty sophisticated.
I'm amazed you could get that far.
I only know Foucault and a little bit of Plato.
I flipped the first one open and my brain just said, screw this, I'm out.
I've been meaning to read some Kant, but I've been really busy with work.
Fuck. It's like a collection of literary analyses.
Do you think it has any hints to help us get out of here?
If it does, we're screwed. I think we'd starve to death before we got through all 4 of these tomes.
We could eat the paper.
I can't take that away from you, Quark.
I could eat the paper. Imagine Quark on the playground discussing their favorite philosophers, just, you know, legs swinging on the playground structure.
I thought it was really interesting what Sartre had to say about it. There's a screen built into the credenza. Fuck do you know what a credenza is for?
There's something on it.
Starting up. Please wait. This'll be normal. What is it starting?
Beats me.
Oh, you know.
Well, my money says this just means we won't do squat if we mess with it right now. How about you go have a look at something else? I would like to look at this.
There's nothing there.
Okay.
That's probably nothing. What's this? Is it one of those vacuuming robots you see on TV?
You got me. Is some sort of machine of some sort?
Well, is it turned on?
Don't think so. Let's see if... Nope. No luck.
Nothing.
Might as well give up.
Yeah. Or sorry.
Yeah. Let's go and look at something else. We can always come back to it later.
I love you, Conk.
Right.
Thank you.
I would like to look at the ceiling. Let me look at the ceiling.
No. No. Stop that. No. Stop it.
It's really beautifully modeled for something you barely get to see.
Like, I can scroll up, but if I do that, it'll force me back down.
It's very strange.
It's like hotel lobby ceiling.
Not allowed.
Quark hates ceilings.
They're too far away.
They're always collapsing.
Cecil, why are you chewing on my phone?
That is the slowest door opening and closing animation since Resident Evil.
Battery.
Looks like you got the tablet to turn on.
Look! Something showed up on the screen. Coco Melon.
Montap. Why did I spill my juice?
My juice. For Coco Melon. You did it!
That's my line read. Good work, Sigma.
Take a look at this screen.
Green, my favorite color.
Whoa!
Green.
Gosh, my hair is getting so long. It is getting like right to the point where it feels like unnatural in the way it touches like my shoulder and back. And
I
is
feel
suffering.
that. I recently got my hair cut back in like October. I guess that's no longer recent, but like it was so weird feeling it on my shoulders. You have the green.
Green. Huh?
Whoa!
What's all this then?
Looks like the password for the safe.
Awesome! Now we can open it.
Nope.
Parallelogram time.
Whoa, parallelogram time.
Huh?
Whoa.
It changed.
That looks like a puzzle.
That looks like a puzzle.
Literally unplayable.
I hope someone was shot for this.
We can pretend it's canon compliant, even though I actually have a very sophisticated vocabulary.
Well, it's still a puzzle called a tangram.
I have the...
Thank you.
You can always cheat at this puzzle. It's always morally correct. I have no idea what that is. Let's give it a shot.
It's so bad.
What, Sissel? What are you meowing about? That's horrific. I forgot how bad that was.
It's literally so bad and even fucking worse on the 3DS.
Oh god.
That's a nightmare. What are you doing?
Bad!
That's not what I have a picture!
I've been looking at the picture, but I still just, for some reason, my brain was just like, it's this shape, right?
Spin.
This is not easy.
Oh, it really isn't.
The fact that
Even
they don't
with
snap
cheating,
to
it is
90-degree
difficult.
angles, like the fact that they don't snap to like, you know, within like a 45-degree angle is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Square.
I do not understand why they made it like this.
It's horrendous. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna accept that triangle. It's pretty fussy.
They reject my triangles, we're switching off. Pro gamer.
Epic.
Oh yeah, who's the man?
That was amazing! How'd you do it? That puzzle was really hard.
Well, Conk, there's this cool thing called cheating. Well done, Sigma. That was pretty impressive.
So, what do we get?
Look!
In a book.
There's something on the screen.
Reading Rainbow. Ilk. What the fuck?
Ilp. They couldn't even make it another word?
Yeah, that's like something I don't get. Why is it Ilp?
Yeah. Phew, looks like it worked.
Good job.
That was awesome.
Was it? The screen changed.
It was awesome. 10 grams are really hard. Hey.
Oh, I thought you meant him just putting in the password was awesome.
That's also awesome. I hate tablets.
Anti-tablet kid Quark.
I want things with buttons.
He's so right for that. Get this boy a fidget cube.
Oh, they would love it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they do not enjoy touch screens. I don't think they love when things are tactile and like the movements you can do make sense with it. But it is not tactile. But yeah, they absolutely, any Apocalypse fidget cube they can find, Tenmyoji gives to them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yes.
Hey, it looks different than before. The symbols are different, and they're in different places.
Sissel's back at the TV watching the cursor. He's just like gently
The PSP
pawing.
has games.
I have immediately forgotten both of the combinations.
Well, the good news is
you
that
can
you have
access your mind bank.
Fuck you.
Hello, Charlotte 2.
Safe.
And it needs to be remarked, they are the most Lego kid of all time.
Oh, yeah.
If you give them 5 Legos, they will be at it for days.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sigma, you fucked up.
Silly.
You can pull up your archive on this screen.
Wow, Mr. Sigma, you suck big time.
I do suck big time. I'm so sorry, guys.
I'll never be forgiven.
Even Sissel's upset.
Even Sissel's yelling at me.
Good job!
You don't mean
What's
it.
the, like, fucking, like, you know, messed up in Splatoon, no one will ever love me?
Yeah, did very badly at Splatoon.
Not having a woman to even look at you after today.
Did very badly in Splatoon today. I need beautiful women to comfort me. I think is the...
Good fucking luck getting a woman to look at you after this.
Good job! It opened!
Good work. We now have the secret file.
Yay!
Archibald.
Yeah. Just thinking about secret files is just making me think about a little scotch should scratch this itch, and root beer floats my boat.
Yeah.
I love them. I also really love that. I am not sure of the pronunciation. I cannot look it up in this moment, but the Karimu Soda wa Uma Soda. It's so cute.
It's a really good pun.
Yeah.
Phew.
Give me your best few you have in you. There we go.
It's open.
It's like I have to manually click on all of these.
It looks kind of empty. It looks kind of empty this time.
Oh my gosh, you can only take things in a normal order.
Oh my god, they've nerfed Sigma.
There's only 2 things in here.
First we've got...
Sissel.
Sissel? Is it necessary? I know you're
Sissel,
hungry, can you wait?
Kind?
First we've got the AB room key card.
Can I eat one?
After the round, okay, Clark.
Oh, these must be the star cards they were talking about.
There are 2 of them.
2 of them.
2 of them.
You guys take one and I'll take the other.
Right. We're a pair, so I only need 1 for the 2 of us.
And the other thing is... the key, as usual.
Yes. Now we can get out of here.
Kirk, no! Great, no point sitting around. Let's go, lesbians.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You winning?
Let me out of here!
No.
No!
The door lock. It says lock right now, if you can believe it. You guys ready?
Whoa!
Yeah!
Temyoji EB.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
I love her big smile.
It's
Clark's
really cute.
big smile is so cute.
You found it! We're a dot.
No!
What's making a clicking noise? Were you hearing
What's
that?
wrong?
I think
I
that
left
was me
something in the
smacking
director's
my
office.
Oh, okay.
mouse
What
against
was
my
it?
forehead.
I see.
The picture. Ugh, how could I forget it?
Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah.
This is just
Going
like
back.
when you left me on the
You two
truck
go in
bed.
the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Me too.
Yeah, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Alright. I'll see you two later then.
Right.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
Bye, Mr. Conk. Watch them
Bye.
jog off toward the blue door. And then they're gone.
Guess I should be getting back then. What are you doing, Sissel?
Struggling.
I love to watch doors open and close.
Same.
It's my favorite thing in the world. It's literally so thematically resonant.
I kind of like that it gives you time to think.
Mm-hmm. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna, Fi and Clover, and Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost A-B room and slid his card with the reader.
Dio, you suck big time.
Yeah, can't even pretend to be surprised.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Nice.
Fuck.
What?
What's this all?
As he turned to me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy?
No.
This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it.
Fuck you.
See,
Fuck you.
I can be considerate.
No, you can't.
You incapable. But Tenyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to grab it real quick.
And they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
This is true, UB.
Yeah, UB, you're right. You're right. We're very mean and hateful.
Yeah.
It's because it's about the time he usually gets his dinner. And so he's upset with me.
He's starving. He's never eaten before in his whole life.
Yeah, he is a starving Victorian.
We took him into the desert and made him forget how to eat.
Yeah.
Well, we
You two are the evilest I have ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
While we waited, we exchanged informazione about the rooms he investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. Who went into security?
Was this the
security?
Cloverfy K one? Or no, they go with Luna. K goes with Luna. I remember that.
Security, I believe, is the middle door, but let me check
So
that.
that'd be Phi and Dio.
Yeah, Dio and Phi.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense that Phi would be unable to get information.
Q's the middle door.
That's odd because Dio definitely said they were going through the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the thing is, it doesn't work with, like, Q Room existing. Like, you just need to not worry about Q Room on this route.
This is true.
But, like, Q Room is the middle one.
I guess they just didn't activate Akane.
Yeah.
She doesn't activate unless Sigma goes through the room. And that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait.
Sissel, out of the tree.
Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door, and Tenyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
I think I heard a Sissel.
You did.
A little
You
long.
almost definitely did.
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
Then I shall accompany you.
I'll go have a look.
Fuck you.
This is great. This is going great. We're professionals over
Literally
here.
flawless.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that far away.
Do you think Kay remembers at this point? Because this is about this point in, like, Magenta Door where he starts remembering.
Yeah, but does something trigger that?
I think because he isn't spending time with us, he wouldn't.
But doesn't he remember in Lunador even without us spending any time with him?
I guess it's a question of what causes that.
Mm-hmm.
What the trigger for it is. I genuinely don't remember well enough to have a meaningful conversation about this.
Well, he did go through a door with Dio.
Just
I don't
don't
know.
look into
We'll
the
find
abyss
out
too
when we
long,
play
or
Magenta
you might
Door.
become a monster.
Well, because the thing there is, it's the investigation of seeing the mark on the blood splatter on her body, which he didn't look at here.
Yeah,
so that was the trigger to get him, like, thinking about her.
Yeah, Dio himself wouldn't. He doesn't remember Dio. Like, he doesn't have memories of Dio to begin with. I think the old woman and Sigma would be the biggest factors.
Thanks, Clover.
Yeah, so I don't think he has his memories here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think... Okay.
Incredibly important line. I'm sorry, I almost skipped that past that.
Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back. No big deal. Right. See you guys later.
Gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse.
Let's fucking go. God, it's so far away.
And he went in the funniest way he could.
I'm sure nothing weird will happen here.
Only normal. Oh, the normalist thing, in fact.
Yeah.
Boy, I sure hope no one tells me about termites right now.
Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. Picture's gone, though. Tenmyoji and Quark must have been here then.
I laid out the floor B map.
They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that,
we
they
do
probably
not
went
talk
through
about
the
a single termite nor bomb.
No, not even once. They probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh. It's like we managed to miss each other perfectly. Ugh. Well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot. Might as well head back, I suppose.
And then he went back.
Yeah, nothing happened.
I packed up the map and was headed toward the door when...
Huh?
There was a light on where there hadn't been a light before.
What? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work.
I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously toward it. The machine was in arm's reach now. Stretched out my hand toward it and slowly...
So,
can you imagine being Tenmyoji and Quark and seeing this?
Yeah. No, you're...
I am Zero. I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are
Again, your
stars
first playthrough, of course, he does not seem valid, but Tenmyoji is in fact so valid for betraying you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hi, Jamieson Price.
Hi.
Huge fan of your work.
Hi. Can you tell us about the old girl, or perhaps termites?
Can you tell us about what dragons don't ever do?
Do dragons ever yield?
Would you happen to know that?
As you can see, however, this is only a recording. I will therefore...
Yeah, you be, and then, like, first reaction every time is, what the fuck, Tenmyoji? Why did you do that? And, like, again, I know it is the intended reaction, but, like, when people really harp on about it, it kills me, it grinds me up inside, because I'm just like, no, he's so valid, he's so right, he's so good.
Yeah.
Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile. Look at my bald fist at my side.
Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you, but unfortunately, our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen two things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites. In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather
yes. Water.
Rather bewildering.
Yeah, I was having a sippy.
Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects.
I like how he makes sure to say, I'm the one who kidnapped you and threatened you with death.
Yeah.
In a way, it will determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound? They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art.
Splendid.
Termites are
Beautiful.
natural architects,
Sexy
and their mounds are both structurally
structures.
sound and make excellent use of space. So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes?
Yes, they have a little office where they have the blueprints on a little termite table, and they have tiny little termite pencils.
Programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create. But a human does. We can appreciate.
I mean, to be honest, you'd be under the
He assumes
circumstances.
his voice is different from all the anesthesia in him.
Yeah, if I was out cold for a day, my voice sounding funny would be like the least of my concerns.
Mm-hmm. If I got kidnapped, I would be less worried about my voice, because I'd be like, oh, it's probably being kidnapped and inhaling all of the gas probably fucked up my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just assume I had some sort of like anesthesia sickness or something.
Mm-hmm.
We can understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds.
Have you ever tried to kiss a termite?
Now, consider humans.
An experience I would not wish to spoil for you.
Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human.
Yeah, I'm thinking about you reading, now I'm blanking on what it actually was, but like it was some shit where you... Huh?
The Life of Termites?
Yes, The Life of Termites, and just him talking about how scientific and logical his mind is, unlike other reports, and then he genuinely does this shit just like Zero Senior.
Yeah, chapter 1, his like preface and this is Maeterlinck, by the way, the guy who wrote the fucking Bluebird play. It's full circle. Like the preface of his book is like, I won't anthropomorphize or romanticize the termites like other writers of my time do. And then you get through the preface and it's like chapter 1, he's talking about the totalitarianism of like the wasp hive versus the like the slums of the term. Like it's so flagrantly anthropomorphized and poeticized in exactly the ways he said he wasn't going to do that. It's insane.
It was so funny to hear about.
I need to actually read that book, but he also like plagiarized most of it from the sounds of it. I was reading up a little bit on it.
Get H-Bomber guy on this.
Yeah!
I still need to watch the H-Bomber guy video.
We have to get H-Bomber guy to cancel Maurice Maeterlinck.
No doubt you've seen
Is Maeterlinck one of those people who, like, you would imagine to be, like, 400 years old, but is, like, still alive? Or is he, in fact, one of those who is 400 years old?
I want to say my instinct is late 1800s, early 1900s, but I actually am not sure about that.
Okay. Such as the reaction to Rupert Sheldrake.
Yeah, still being alive and people have sent him emails.
Yeah, every time I tell people that he's alive, they don't believe me.
Maeterlinck was born in 1862 and died in 1949.
Okay, yeah, he's an old fuck.
Yeah.
H-Bomber guy, get on it.
Get his ass, H-Bomber guy.
H-Bomber guy, execute this harlot.
We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence.
Do we look like sexy termites?
We can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty.
Such a freak, I love him.
Yeah, who says any of this?
Yeah.
Or have you already?
I am always saying this.
That's enough on that subject, I think. Consider what I've said.
On to something less important than termites, my beautiful, beautiful termites.
Now on to the other thing.
It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you. It is the password to
The order he does this is so fucking funny.
It's incredible.
It's so fucking funny.
Bomb?
Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to
What the
disarm
fuck do you mean, bomb?
Oh, you know.
Well, you know, the bomb.
BQZ, RGJ,
You know.
DXR.
I'm trying to remember which one that is. It's not Myrmidons, it's not my brother. BQZ.
Crash key? No, I feel like Crash Keys is 0.
No, it is Crash Key. I think you're right.
I had no idea what he
okay.
was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there were bombs too?
Because BQZ would be CRA if you shifted it one position. So, I think you're right.
If he'd guessed at my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do,
I will blow you the fuck up.
Immediately.
Well.
I hope we will meet again someday.
Cecil, come here. Come here, baby.
We would have much to discuss.
About that. Wait. God damn it, you can't just spout all that crap and disappear. I'm sorry for scaring you, Cecil.
I found myself yelling at an empty air. The hologram had disappeared.
What kind of an idiot does he take me for? About that. Termites? Other dimensions? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Oh, you know.
Don't worry, Sigma, you'll figure it out in a little bit.
It's fine.
Imagine seeing your future self and they're like that.
Yeah. Shit.
Kicked out at nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Yay.
Mr. Sigma, you better not be looking at that ceiling again.
Yeah. Oh, crap. I need to get back.
Oh, crap. Quark knew I was looking at the ceilings again.
Not like there's any point staying here.
I spun around and ran out of the room toward the warehouse.
Grandpa! Look, Mr. Sigma's back!
Took you long enough.
Mean. I mean deserved, but mean.
Pant. Where are the others?
In the AB rooms.
The ceiling does look a little bit like the 999 Chapel ceiling.
It does, kinda.
They went in already?
Yep.
Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Don't even worry about it, UB.
Yeah! Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Oh?
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose ally this round.
For sure.
Me when I'm telling the truth.
You and I'm totally telling the truth.
Telling the truth?
That's it.
Yeah, the truth.
And you had to tell me that no matter what. You good, Adrian?
Yeah.
This seems like a dozing off risk.
It's okay. I'll only stab you like 10 times, Mr. Sigma.
Thanks, Conk.
I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You'd get to 9 whether you got 2 or 3 points.
Exactly.
Sorry, I was turning lights on.
You're good.
That being the case,
that's very helpful for me.
Yeah.
And if we both choose ally, we both gain points.
True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you'd choose betray to protect yourselves.
But that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Idiot.
Can I trust you?
Quark has nothing to do with it. I think Temyoji legitimately told Conk we're definitely allying with Mr. Sigma.
Of course.
I'm not sure, because Quark does also know he's here. Like, Quark does want to give Sigma the letter after, but I think it's kind of because they know they're gonna betray.
Yeah, Quark probably had an idea, but I don't think...
see either way.
I don't think Temyoji told Quark, because I think Temyoji wanted to take the full blame for that and not have Quark receive any blame for it. Make sure that Quark is the innocent party here.
So told Quark that they're leaving no matter what, but maybe didn't tell them they're gonna betray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this and both ally. Everybody gets 2 points.
That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you, but I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't gonna just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it.
Oh yeah?
I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so. I swear it. We aren't gonna abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too.
I swear too. Fuck.
I promise.
I also swear.
Shit.
Bastard. But I can say that one. I'm allowed.
This is true. Quark can reclaim. Man.
I will always think about the Bastard Club t-shirts, which for Quark is like a past knee-length dress. Way past, because they were fit to be like slightly small on Kyle, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That is an ankle-length dress.
Yeah.
When I make a promise, I keep it. Trust me.
Please! You've gotta trust us!
Sigma's getting a lot of ... dots in.
And he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me.
2 minutes remain until
Get the fuck in there.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You gotta choose ally. You promised.
You promised.
You promised. Excuse me.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room, second from the right.
Well, I guess I should get moving.
One of the very few times where Sigma is a single.
Yeah, no one to debate with.
Yep, just our mind.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
It's a good one to isolate Sigma for, too, I think.
Oh, for sure.
I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tamayoshi? Well, I can believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. That'll I'd bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like the safe bet, but...
Please! You've
The
got
baby.
Flashback to something that just happened.
You promised.
VLR loves to do that.
I love games that do it.
Tamayoshi I could betray
Listen, I'm
easily.
fine with it in this instance because it made me be able to see my baby again.
True.
But Quark? What the hell was I gonna do?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, gamers.
Everyone, say what you want.
And if you say the wrong answer, you will be banned.
We'll execute you. I guess I could do an actual poll.
Oh shit, you can do a poll.
Yeah.
run the poll for 5 minutes while I make myself some tea.
Alright. Maybe 5 minutes is a bit much.
Yeah, that might be. It's probably a bit much.
Let's...
Well, I put water into the kettle and heat it.
Yeah, let's do like a 2-minute poll. Here we go.
It's shorter, UB, but that means we can do it like any time, whereas we may want to get Tenmyojin done.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I think if we do the Betray first, I don't think we're going to have the energy to finish Tenmyojin.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Even if it is shorter, I just don't think I have the steam in me to do both today.
Yeah.
Not today. We'll probably start next time again if y'all let us pick ally with Betray.
We will do both in a general sense, just not today.
Yes.
What if we just did all of our bad ends in one stream?
Well, we haven't done that.
What?
We've done one of the bad ends, didn't we?
We did do them in order, but not necessarily the same day.
I think we've done, one bad end. Let's do all the other bad ends for one stream, where we just, Sigma's very bad, no good, terrible, horrible day.
We could do that.
Alright, we're doing voter fraud. Your vote doesn't matter.
We're doing that thing where we run a poll and then based on the results of the poll we realize what we really wanted all along.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do...
Whoa! Banana.
Banana. Our singular voter.
Oh my god,
apple.
I want an apple so bad. I'm so fucking hungry.
Do you have snacks? Get snacks if you need to.
No,
Speaking
it's okay, I'll survive.
I'm gonna have one singular mouthful of trail mix. Warning.
Godspeed. I mean, I've been munching on it.
I am gonna be
stream.
talking straight for like 2 hours, so I cannot snacky.
The Sigma torture stream would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If people in chat want to get snacks and Adrian wants to eat, maybe we could do a 5-minute break before we go into the big chunk of text of Tenmyojin.
Yeah, we can do that. Quick break.
Okay.
You don't have to go to BRB,
break.
right,
I'm
Adrian?
gonna go now to make the most time.
Okay, Godspeed. We'll be back shortly. The other one also.
Hi.
Gamers.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back. It was a good coming back in for break gently.
Yeah.
One of these weeks we're just gonna like scream into the microphone when we get back from break.
Yeah. I'll just I'll open up with one of my whale yawns.
Yeah. Killing everyone instantly.
Yeah. I hope everyone got themselves a snacky or got themselves more of a drink. Heed my warning on my screen. I will cry.
We are back.
It's honestly a much gentler warning than we usually give, because I usually threaten people's lives, so... I'm usually like, get a snack or a drink or I'll kill you. So honestly, Adrian's been downright merciful. And you shouldn't take it for granted.
We're being merciful today, so do not take my mercy for granted.
Me.
That's true, yeah. You had gunpoint, Grace.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I am messaging her that we're easing back in right now.
Yeah.
Nova. So what was
now might be a good time. While maybe people are meandering back, close the tabs from earlier, or is that?
Oh yeah, you owe 2 tabs, I think,
thing?
because I think Sage redeemed twice.
Okay.
But yes, UB, thank you for holding me gunpoint.
Okay.
What are friends for?
Yeah. I am closing another tab that's just different types of kimono. I was doing research. can close my tab on corpse decomposition, I think. Wait, no, I haven't finished reading that one. I'll close one of my...
Corpse decomposition stays.
Yeah. I'll close one of my 6 tabs that I have open for going through a game wiki.
Nice, nice.
Okay, so there we go. Slightly reduced tab count.
Excellent. Shall we?
We shall.
Yes, we shall, gamers.
Ally.
Ally.
I'm sure our good friend Temyoji is also going to Ally.
Yeah.
Round 3
we can trust
of the
him.
Ambidex game has been completed.
He has zero reason to betray.
Yeah.
In the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
We did not lure him here, kill Akane, and threaten his and his grandchild's life.
Well, we didn't kill Akane. We very much did not do that.
Well, yes, but he'd assume.
Yeah.
We are talking from Tenmyoji's perspective, and also bring up a fucking bomb. Quark's finally back in there. Hi,
Yay!
Quark.
I was gonna say, it's kind of a full house almost. It's got a lot of people voting. I can't believe this would happen. I never could have predicted such a thing.
I do always feel bad for Kay here, but like I understand why Tenmyoji only wants people he can for sure trust.
Yeah. Just that Kay got betrayed.
Yeah. It's like, Kay could not betray because then he would kill Luna.
Yeah.
And Clover could definitely be like, oh, I'm definitely trying to protect you and I'm not just going to leave. She could definitely spin that to Luna in a...
Yeah.
She's very self-centered, but like, she'd be able to spin that to Luna that she's trying to protect her.
Which I also think she isn't not doing either. Like, I think even if Clover was at a lower level of BP but not at risk, I think she still would betray in this situation because I don't think she would want to get Luna killed regardless. But she is also going to leave.
Yeah.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
5VDO, profoundly unsurprising.
1 second.
You good?
I need to put my tea in the freezer for a minute or two.
Too hot?
Well, speaking of food, my snack is really good. I just like grew some shredded cheese on top of some hash browns and like it's really good.
Honestly, Grace, sometimes that's all you need. That's how it is. That sounds really good, actually.
What did Grace say?
Her snack is like shredded cheese on top of hash browns.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Sissel, what are you being a freak for?
Some liquid fell onto the ground.
Oh.
Sissel, baby.
No interest in us.
He knows.
Yeah, he saw you coming at him with scooping intent.
Criminal intent to scoop.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Your headphones run away?
Yes. There we go. Sorry for making us take 5 million billion breaks.
It happens.
It's okay. Because we're about to get to the epic zone.
Yeah.
And trust me, that will take 3 hours.
Hey. What the hell, guys? Why'd you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
This does make it sound like he told Quark, we're definitely allying, and then hit betray.
Alright, fine. Why'd you break your promise, Tenmyoji?
I only promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
Rent-Sona.
What? So,
Not what I
you're
said.
not gonna leave?
Sorry.
Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look, see Clover over there?
What? Don't
I do
tell
love how
me.
she's just like, uh-oh, I've been spotted.
Yeah. She was like, well, this seems like none of my business.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That bitch!
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words are barely out of her mouth, and Tenmyoji and Quark ran past.
No! God damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luna was fine with it. Quark's getting out.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you really going to leave? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others.
Who definitely still exist.
Yeah. They're very
so we
alive.
can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, everybody.
I love this, the expression that was on screen a second ago.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
You deserve
hell
to
I'm
do
happy.
this, Tenmyoji.
Yeah. He has every right. That's some shady shit, Tenmyoji.
If you say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah. No point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
The thing that I really like about getting this route so early on, like when I played, is that the fact they have the boldness to show you Zero to such an extent that you're like, that can't be true. You don't believe it.
Yeah.
Remain open for 9 seconds.
Let's go.
Tenmyoji was told that if he tells anybody, he will instantly be killed.
Yeah.
Because he saw the same message that we saw, where Zero said, you will be immediately penalized if you say anything to anybody. And he's not chancing that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
so he figures he can tell everyone he knows who Zero is, but not the actual identity.
Yeah.
Time to move.
Right.
Oh, wait! This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper.
Only writing on one side?
No, that might just be the last paper.
That's
I
true.
didn't get the other side.
1,800 words is a lot of words.
That is a lot of words.
What is this?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So, read it, okay?
Oh! Quark may not have been paying attention to the hologram if he was writing this so intently the entire time.
What I kind of think is that they did see the hologram, but they kind of think, like, despite who Sigma is, they want him to know about Tenmyoji, like, they want him to know like, I think they don't fully hate Sigma, because I think they think he's weird for, I don't know, I'm got a little bit sick, my brain's a bit scrambled, but I think they did know, and they just still think Sigma is deserving of this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Then he turned and ran toward the door, Tmioji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop them. Before I could think of anything to say.
See you.
Be seeing you.
Goodbye.
Oh, this is almost certainly literally nothing, but I think it's really interesting that Tenmyoshi says see you and Clover says goodbye, like...
It makes me
Tenmyoshi
curious.
knows they're not coming back, but Clover
has closed.
Thinks she does.
Yeah. It makes me a little curious to know what they said, like, in Japanese, because there's levels and layers to goodbyes and what they tend to imply.
This ends the nonary game.
And yeah, exactly, you
for
be.
your participation.
And I think for it to not be like a massive argument, which we can't say did or didn't happen, but I think them knowing he's zero would be like, oh yeah, we have to leave him, but they'd still think
The number 9
he deserves to know about like why Tenmyoshi is how he is.
Yeah, I just don't think Quark was paying attention fully to what the hologram was saying.
I think they probably zoned out for the termites part, yeah, but I think they got the he's zero and there's a bomb.
Yeah.
Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
But yeah, they did not get any of the termite shit, I'm sure.
A lot of the, now that I think about it, a lot of the actual, like, really, really bad dark stuff of the nonary game, Quark was not conscious for, and no one told him about Alice. So he may not be realizing that there's the same stakes that Tenmyoji is aware of.
Yeah, they think there is a bomb here, and that is a big reason to get out, but they don't know about Radical 6 being here, they don't know the death of Alice.
He doesn't know how serious the whole talk of the penalization system is.
They're gone.
Oh, they actually do know about the penalization.
Yeah, I think Quark was there for that
They were
one.
awake for that.
Oh, like, he may not know how serious it actually is. Like, when you hear something, you may not immediately realize how bad it is until, like, you see the other level of seriousness that's about.
Well, they know that penalty means die.
Yeah, never mind. I can't vocalize my point very well.
Indeed.
Just forget it.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting is still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages, 2 pages, with writing. I began to read, and I'm going to get my tea out of the freezer before we go into this.
Good call.
Yeah, I truly think their handwriting would indeed be chicken scratch instead of slightly uneven, but I understand 'tis not canon, but they seem like such a chicken scratch writer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to believe that Quark had, like, handwriting education at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I can think that, like, they would be taught to read and write, that Tenmyoshi would value that and would get someone to, but they do not have the amount of practice of a regular child.
No, there's no real reason for Quark to have done a lot of writing.
Grace, do you want to read this out?
It's just kind of like...
That was how we were planning to divvy it up.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Yes, I will be reading it as Quark, as best I can. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Kills me, kills me, kills me, kills me. He cares so much.
Literally, that line is just everything.
Yeah, just like had him handy all the time. Ugh.
Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater. So if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. I guess I was kind of a pain, huh? Quark, you were so self-deprecating, it's ridiculous. You were an infant.
Literally.
You could not control that, and also I'm sure the formula is shit.
Yeah.
He's so baby.
And had to be very watered down. But he didn't give up, and now here I am. This is true, UB. They deserved it. They were so selfish. You're so selfish.
Awful, terrible child.
Yeah.
When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. Again, literally almost died by the time they were found. Again, them being here is a series of absolute miracles. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really, really small thing. And I was really, really small too.
Smallest, tiniest thing in the world.
They're literally the smallest baby. They were so premature.
He was microscopic.
Tenmyoji named them after the smallest thing.
God.
And also, of course, something that can never be observed alone. Did you guys know quarks can never be observed alone? I've never talked about this.
Not even once.
Never.
But guys, quarks can't be observed alone. That fucking themes, you guys.
Yeah. Ugh.
Love
this game is so good.
Because we're gonna say later how a thought of being alone terrifies them, and quarks can't be observed alone. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. Wild thing to say. And you know they're the type of the kid who, like, said all this shit to, like, their neighbors a bunch when Tenmyoji does not want them to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, he does it to try to brag about how he can't get hurt.
I think it's more like just the thing where kids have no concept of what's, like, normal and what's fucked up. Like, that seems like the kind of thing Quark would say because, like, they don't
Someone offhandedly mentioned a truck.
Yeah, and Quark just has, like, no concept of the fact that that is a bad thing that happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. They started walking when they were 2, y'all. I know I ranted about this earlier, but that's so late and I think speaks so much to not only malnutrition, but the fact that, like, most of their day, I think, would just be in that truck bed waiting for Tenmyoji to check on them all day. Like, they didn't have much time to crawl around to build up muscle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure sometimes he was able to get someone to watch them, but I do not think it was a most days thing.
Yeah, because, like, he tried to, like, find other people who'd be more, like, able to take care of Quark, and no one was able to do that, so, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe, like, they could be watched by someone a couple times a month at best, but generally it was them waiting in that truck bed, and, like, can you fucking think about that as a parent of, like, you go to check on your kid after working in the fucking scavenging ruins and they're crying and you don't know how long they've been crying?
Yeah.
I think about it constantly. Yeah, so he didn't have much time to like do all the exercises you're supposed to do with your baby, so they had a lot of definitely gross motor skill delays.
Oh yeah.
And when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was free, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually I got better. And yeah, the super high fever for a week of near death also will not help development.
No.
Yeah, that'll give you some brain damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. And just like the fatigue from like an illness like that.
Yeah.
Just horrid. And then again, they had to learn to scavenge at 5 after that, after all those huge delays in their development.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. No, baby, you are.
Oh, I forgot about the CG.
They're holding hands.
They're literally holding hands.
We're literally holding hands. Look at how small Quark's hand is. Look at how tiny that is.
Look at how the difference between their heights, with how Quark's arm is almost straight out while Tenmyoji's hand is directly down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ben. They're literally this high. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. I think they're wrong about this. I think it's their definition of healthy.
Yeah. Like the standard.
By the time I was 6, I'd started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them.
He goes to old crypto mines and takes all the graphic cards.
I remember when I was in college for Bitcoin.
God.
He would know all of the good shit from studying that, though.
It's why I named him Quark, after Quarkcoin.
No.
God.
No.
There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. God, I fucking love, like, the first time you play this, like, all of this and stuff, like, it just breezes right by you.
Yeah.
There were plenty of abandoned buildings. Yeah, normal.
Yeah. Don't interrogate that any further.
You had to know which parts were... You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. God, they're so small. I'm staring at the hands again.
Yeah.
That is like... I'm trying to, like, put my arm straight down. That is, like... They're, like, less than hip height in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. I fucking love Tenmyoji and you guys.
Yeah.
Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. I just want to be a normal kid, y'all. Sorry, I'm literally interrupting every line, but they just want to be a normal kid. They don't want to work, they want to go to the theater.
Why would we, if we thought we'd bring Grace, the Quark expert who loves Tenmyoji End, onto this stream and expect you to not talk about how much you love Quark and Tenmyoji End every line, we would be crazy.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm apologizing to our viewers who might not know me, because it's gonna be like this so much, because, you know, I literally have, like, I don't remember the time anymore, like, about an hour and a half presentation on Tenmyoji, and it just, I need to talk about it or I explode, because they're such good characters.
Yeah. They
like,
really are.
I'm so normal.
This end is so good from so many different things. It's also excellent fucking world building.
Yeah.
For the type of thing that they're doing, because like they don't want you to know what the actual big deal about the outside world currently is. And so getting Quark, who doesn't realize that things weren't always like this, to talk about this type of stuff and only really point out things that would be notable to him, like, oh, Theater came to our town once a week in a wagon or something like that, where you just see, you only really know about the world from the small snippets that he thinks are noteworthy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's such good, like, communicating of world building.
It really makes it breeze by you, so the impact still hits later. Wow, this still tells you everything about the world. They aren't hiding the condition of the world.
Right.
It's just normal to them.
Which is so, like, it's such a microcosm of how Virtue's Last Reward writes its secrets in general, in the sense that...
Exactly.
They don't conceal anything from you. There's just a bunch of shit that they didn't think was necessary to point out.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Sigma is old.
Like, this is where we get all of our information about what the current day post-apocalypse is like. We don't get any of that from anywhere else. It's all from Tenmyoji, and all the information is before you. You know the state of the world, but it's just hidden in plain sight.
Right. I mean, yeah, Yubi, I think that's what you're supposed to assume at this point in the game.
Yeah. Like, it's normal to think, like, there's some, like, poverty stuff probably going on here, but also, Tenmyoji did say earlier, like, what if what I tell you about what happened at the test site destroys every hope that you have for the future?
Yeah.
So it really starts giving you the, there's, like, a full apocalypse going on.
Yeah. Or even not necessarily apocalypse, but, like, something happened.
Something horrible has happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, for sure, Stuggan, I think it's so interesting what they can do here. I love it. Guys, I love Tenmyoji, and in case you didn't notice.
It's really good.
It's one of the best endings in the entire game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It fully, like, is on par for Lunend for me, like...
Yeah.
The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies.
This line reminds me a bit from, I never watched the full movie of, like, I Am Legend, but I very distinctly remember the one clip where the guy, after he's done, like, dealing with zombies outside, how he goes inside, he sets up, like, a fake normal dinner and puts on old news to watch. Like, it's a new thing of, like, the idea of, like, rerunning old news is a sort of like trying to give normalcy to people whose lives have been destroyed and there's no more news that can happen.
Right.
Like, I love that as a little detail. I love that so much.
Yeah, the sort of play at normalcy.
Like, for the people born after, it's historical education, but for some people, like, it's their coping mechanism to come here and have something from the past.
Yeah. And, like, Quark probably thinks that, like, watching old news is just, like, a fun family time to do it with people, but not fully realizing that, like, this is a desperate coping mechanism for some people.
Yeah.
It's
they
so
seem
good.
like just like the movies. They're completely comparable to them.
Yeah.
And like, as we're about to read, like, some people, like Tenmyoji, can't bear to go when the old news is playing. For them, that's worse than pretending it's normal to go and be reminded of the past.
Yeah. It's good. Just,
yeah, it's a really nice touch.
It's everything.
I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while. And he'd only go on weeks when they showed movies. Like, that's such good characterization for him that he cannot dwell in the past anymore. He needs to be here. It's too painful for him to just kind of dwell in it. He needs to be in the now with Quark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like he's spent so much of his life, and still part of his life, dwelling on Akane. Like, he keeps a picture of her when she was young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the one he has to move on with everything else.
Yeah.
It would be so easy for him to get stuck in the past like that.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah. And Quark going every week because they live such a hard life scavenging.
Yeah.
But they have this comfort every week. Like, they make sure they always go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure some weeks they're exhausted, just wanna, lay down, go to sleep, but, like, this is such an important thing for them.
Yeah, it's kind of the ritual
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the normalcy and, like, the movies as comfort, because I'm sure it's a relatively small collection of movies, and they've seen the same ones over and over.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure that it was a comfort. They have this to go to, and then the education of the old news, and just like, again, they just kind of see it as the same as movies. They know it's true rather than fictional, but it's just as bizarre and out of their world as, like, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is just as bizarre as hearing about, like, special, like, festivals that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ever think they played old YouTube videos?
I don't know.
Probably not, but I just had the idea of, like, them putting up a Markiplier Let's Play.
They burned a disc of Markiplier's FNAF 1 Let's Play.
God.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually something I thought about a lot. Sage, I know you commented this much earlier, but I actually thought a lot about the medium which would preserve the best, because it's difficult, because tape, degrades.
Yeah, and by, like,
over time,
the
but DVDs, a small scratch can mess them up.
Yeah.
So I was really thinking a lot about what medium they're kept in, and I don't really have a solid answer, but it's something I did a lot of research on.
Like, I feel like it wouldn't even be one medium. I feel like it would just be, like, whatever they could fucking find and get to work.
Yeah. It's probably a bunch of different
I would just
stuff.
think more so, like, they may only have one type of player.
No, it's probably not going to be tape, because there's, like, one place that makes VHS places these days.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say part of the appeal of the Theater Wagon is that they're the only place that has, like, multiple players of some sort. Like, it's been consolidated into one thing that has, like, all the stuff that can play videos.
Yeah, I can definitely
see that. Goes around to a different place, like, every day in the week.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they get, like, compensated well for it, because this is some of the only comfort a lot of people have.
Yeah.
They move between 6 or 7 little towns or settlements.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. Oh god, it was been literally one line, but like, this is something that always gets me as well, that I don't talk about as much. I talk about it a little, but like, a lot of it I find difficult to articulate, but like, the fact that this whole time, like, they thought that, like, Tenmyoshi was probably raising them because they're his daughter's child, would be the assumption if they don't know they're adopted. And I think, like, although society has fallen apart, it's only been 45 years. I think a lot of society's views, especially with old media still being found and used, would be, like, while not all anti-adoption, a lot would put, like, biological family first.
Yeah.
And, like, we see with the kid later that is a view that they hold. So I think it's just, like, definitely really interesting for Quark's character to, like, realize that they don't have this connection they thought they have, even though we know biology doesn't matter. Like, it would to them because of what society teaches.
Right.
Yeah. Quark probably thinking like, oh, I'm one of the lucky ones. I have a grandpa who's raising me. Most people have parents, but I got a grandpa. And then finding out that it's not his quote-unquote real grandpa.
Yeah.
This man.
Yeah.
I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find someone who'd take me. And yeah, it definitely makes sense. You'd be like, again, like any society, there's definitely like some people who are better than others with regard to that, but I do think broadly it is not as communal as some would hope for the circumstances.
Yeah.
And I think specifically like the rich and powerful and elite being able to move to the moon definitely contributes to that disparity.
Yeah.
The kid from my block actually had a mom, so he'd asked her if she could take me too. Okay, sorry, enough of a sidebar. I'm gonna continue to do this and I won't apologize again. If I do apologize, tase me. But the fact that, like, this kid knows about it either means they're, like, around 4 years older than Quark to be able to remember it, or their mom, like, just tells them about this, and either option makes these two suck.
Yeah, my read on it was always that they were about the same age, and this kid was, like, parroting something that they heard from, you know, adults, even if not specifically their own parents, but, like, you know, kids hear adults talking about stuff because adults think kids don't understand it, and that was always my read on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just looked at other reads because I want to look at every single interpretation possible. I like the idea that this could be like an 11-year-old talking to the 7-year-old saying this shit is so like, because when I was actually, I think exactly 7 or 8, like another 2nd or 3rd grader like made fun of me for not having a mom, but like that's normal. We were the same age, but doing it to a kid younger than you was like, dude.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it very well could be just picking it up and deciding to pick on Quark from there. Can you scroll up? I'm not sure if I actually read the rest. I do not remember.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. Oh yeah, I did read it. Okay, thank you. I just wasn't sure because I was on my ramble.
Oh yeah, totally.
I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I'd heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. And yeah, like, shit like this is just like, the situation is clearly so fucking dire.
Yeah, that single line immediately tells you so much about the type of situation that Quark was growing up in.
Yeah, that people either just had to leave their kids because they didn't have the resources for them, and the combination of people who would, they're just medical.
Right.
It's bad. Like, the town doctor, I'm sure, is the apprentice of a former medical student.
Right.
I think is kind of the best you can hope for in this.
Yeah.
Because any actual doctor would be 70 plus.
Yeah.
Like, to have graduated from medical school.
Which, to be fair, there are doctors who are close to that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just mean, like, to have survived the apocalypse also as a doctor in this viral pandemic is another thing of a lot of doctors probably did die.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, not great medical situations for everyone, and does not speak well for childbirth mortality. Mortality rates, and literally zero prenatal care. It does not exist anymore.
Yeah. It's gone. We lost it.
I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? This fucking line, y'all. It makes me lose it. It makes me lose it so much.
It makes me cry.
They're literally so insecure. He loves them more than the entire world. He loves them so unconditionally from the moment he found them that he wanted a better life for them than he felt he could provide. But they don't see that. Their self-esteem is so low because when they're forced to work that young, like, of course their self-worth is gonna be tied to their ability to work unless they have no self-worth.
Yeah.
God. Literally so insecure.
Baby!
The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. Yeah, interesting note here, with the totally spoiled part, again, in the original text was, something along the lines of, he didn't have to work. So, like, we see clearly that a child not working is the exception.
Yeah.
You are spoiled if you aren't working in the child labor mines.
Yeah.
Good God.
And, like, it's kind of ambiguous. I'm like, again, because I am not fluent and just had someone help me. It was, like, a bit ambiguous to whether it's, his mother made him not work or he didn't have to work. But either way, like, speaks to the same sentiment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was totally spoiled, and he'd brag to everyone about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." While they were working, by the way,
with
if I
heavy
work,
machinery,
I'd stab them with rusty metal.
Yeah.
Because what I assume there is, like, it wasn't while they were out scavenging, but rather, like, cleaning parts outside or putting things, like, fixing things outside.
Yeah, it checks out.
And thus, that kid could have totally gotten stabbed with rusty metal.
Yeah.
It is audacious to insult a metal worker while they're metal working.
Yeah.
Like, don't insult someone while they're working in the kitchen times 10. It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think maybe he didn't really want me.
Baby.
Fuck y'all. Like, again, from this, like, I think again, this is something very hard to articulate, but, like, they didn't really care about being mocked for not having a mother. I think they didn't really mind much not having one because they had Tayoshi, but I'm sure they had feelings of, like, they think their grandpa must miss her and stuff. Like, just that they'd be thinking about that.
Yeah.
If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. My God. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. They thought they'd be thrown out as soon as they could work on their own. But it's not true. He loves them literally more than any.
He literally loves them more than his own life.
Yeah.
He sacrifices his life for them so many times.
Yeah.
but Core can't see it, and like that's such a fucking tragedy to me because like, again, like I think about it like with like parallels in the game, and like how Dr. Klein was fully like neglectful to Kyle, right? And so he did not see any love from him because he was actively a neglectful father, actively a horrible dad. But Quark does actually have this love, but all can't see it. And it pains me that like the love is there, but in a way, it does matter, but in a way it also doesn't matter because Quark can't see it.
So much fucking tragedy.
Day, it's so fucking tragic. It makes me lose it so much. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I never gone before. When we got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make me work here. Guys. You guys. They thought at 7 years old they were gonna be abandoned and made to work at a bar to get money for Tenmyoshi.
God.
Like, work at a bar at 7. Yeah, and just that they thought that was something that could happen to them. Their mental state is the worst thing I've ever seen. But I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and set me down on a stool next to the counter.
He was too small to get on the stool. He was too small.
They were too small to get on the stool, and Tenmyoshi cared enough to pick them up. Perhaps correct me if I am wrong, and I am wrong about this, but I think most parents kind of wouldn't care and would just let their kid try to scramble up there.
Depends on the age, I think.
Yeah, it depends on the age and depends on the size of the child.
Yeah, they were indeed very tiny. Okay, no, don't worry, my childhood was normal. But yeah, he cares about them. And he picked them up. I just love to imagine him picking them up.
It's a very good image.
It's such a good image. I think about it all the time because like they definitely would love to be picked up so much, just in general. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my legs just dangled off of it. Seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. They still get nervous about just bar stool height. They're such a normal child, and like that's so important to the themes of this. Like, no matter what they went through, they're just a normal child.
Can I just take a detour to talk about how that's such a really, really nice, clean countertop?
It really is.
Yeah, nice, shiny, polished.
Yeah. The glass is very clean, too.
Yeah.
You made extra care to wipe it off because Tenmyoshi is paying the big bucks for this root beer float.
Yeah.
He cares so much, and they're just a kid.
Yeah. They're just kid.
I do just want to say I am like on the verge of losing my voice in the next little while. Like I've had a really sore throat since yesterday, so I don't know if we want to like break this up at some point and finish next week, or if we just want to like. I don't want to rush things, but I also am going to be honest, I do not have very much stream energy left in me because I'm in pain a little bit. So
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there, and we can decide what we want to do. But
okay, yeah, I mean, I'm personally fine just going through without much additional commentary, but I get if y'all do not want that and we want to take a break, like, as in break for the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with either. I don't want to like cut you off from being able to talk about stuff. I want to inform you that I have very little left in me for today. So we can, you know, if you want to pick it up next week, I'm fine with that. But this is longer than we usually go for these.
Yeah.
And I'm running out of steam. I never really finished waking up today.
Same, as you could tell.
Yeah.
The danger of getting back on the couch for stream is that I did fall asleep on the couch during stream a lot back when we streamed from the couch.
Yeah. I mean, we can, like...
I mean, if we have to wrap up here, I think right before the root beer float would be a good spot, and then I will be able to ramble just as much next time.
Yeah, we can do it that way.
Hell yeah. You got something great to look forward to.
Yeah.
The rooted beer
Hell
float.
yeah.
Oh, maybe we could get root beer ourselves to make floats.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. But yeah.
Yeah, and if anyone wants my Tenmyoshi presentation privately, if they can make it next week, you can message me because I am always happy to talk about it.
Yes. It's a good one. Recommend.
Right. I want to see it sometime. I have not watched it or read it.
Yeah.
It's being in a call with Grace is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to
I'm
make
kind
it
of
in for
essentially giving it here.
Yeah. This is the Tenmyoji
presentation.
presentation.
More details.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks y'all for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks y'all for coming. I can't wait to continue this next week.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Have a good one, guys.
Until then, have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
I love you.